Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tournament 18 of Year 2 of Omega. We remain in Era 5, titled Go Beyond. And as per usual, my name is Cameron Coldcloud. I will be your host for this evening. Last week, we saw a few moments in history, multiple. We're gonna get to that right now. Jay Lewis was not your last man standing, but he is now your number one on the leaderboard solely due to the fact that he got 25 grand after beating McGearna and getting .08 on BioClock. Also, Noah Munier got to the final stage for the second time this year, becoming this year's first multi-time finalist. Your last woman standing was Taylor Green. Chatter's champion is Jack Andrews, surprising no one. And your best rookie is Alban Dubois. Meanwhile, your juggernaut is Gavin Obi, still at 358 back half obstacles cleared. Tyler Smith is your boss slayer at 9 boss clears. Jay Lewis is your money mogul at $26,887 earned. Junior and K-Rod are now at a tie for 15 melons. They're the joint melon lords. The Cavalier Collector is still a two-way tie between Aaron Majiakomo and Jackson Arados. Your top 10 is as follows: Asa Reynolds, Kevin Rodriguez, Caden Lipsack, Jackson Arados, Noah Munier, Phil Folsom, Gavin Obi, Yusuke Morimoto, Tyler Smith, and Jay Lewis. So with that in mind, we have 100 competitors that are going to try to break the upper limit or go beyond the upper limit of what's humanly possible. We're going to do something real quick, and we're going to kick off this tournament with Stage 1. Oh, stage select. That means I gotta go away for a bit. Stage 1 is Cloudtop Crucible. It is a speed stage consisting of 14 obstacles divided into 4 segments. Time limit is 145 seconds for the dudes, 155 for the ladies. The first section is Stratus, consisting of 5 obstacles, and each segment, by the way, has no rest points until you reach the next segment. Stratus consists of Barrel Swing, Wagon Wheels, Ring of Fire, Big Air Board, and Putter Flutter. Cumulus consists of 4 obstacles, those being Slingshot, Wing Swing, Giza Giza Hill, and Pipe Drop. Cirrus, taking off the back half, consists of Airwalk, Epic Domino Hill, or as I'm going to call it, EDH, and Missile Bomber. And finally, Atmos consists of Astral Glider directly into the Air Raid. And again, the time limit is 145 or 155 for the dudes and the ladies, respectively. Should you clear that in the allotted time, you will face the first of 4 bosses, the forces of nature. In this case, Thunderous. It is a mashup of multiple difficult obstacles, all of which consists of moving parts. Electric Slide, Snapback, Dropping Cliffs, a reverse grab variant of Palm Flip, and the last move is a mid-air button press into a cross-arm sloper grab. It is the most difficult part of the obstacle by a significant margin, and quite a difficulty spike. 75 will move on, 25 will not. And should you clear this boss, you will move on to the back half, get an automatic spot in the top 30 for tonight, and receive the safety pass, usable in stages 5 and 6. It allows you to retry either one of those stages should you fail them. That is very important. We kick off this roster with 16 chatters, 16 women, and 10 rookies. The first of which is going to run right now as we kick off this tournament, with about as stacked of a heat as you could possibly get. Ladies and gentlemen, here come the Folsoms! If there was any time to say that, it's right now, because look at this heat. All 3 barn burners in one heat. Isabella, Sam, and Phil Folsom kicking this tournament off right now. Let's see. Sam fails Slingshot, and Isabella and Phil both clear. What a start to this tournament. I mean, I don't know what I expected. It's the freaking barn burners. But holy shit, a double clear is crazy. Sam could still move on for all we know. That could be enough. We'll have to wait and see. Still got 97 competitors left to run. Speaking of which, first of which is a rookie. First of the rookies, Itamar Harel, hailing from Israel. He's a climber. Chatter, one of the greatest obstacle designers of our time, Kevin Brecky. And Mr. Burnout, the man who once hung for 5 minutes, Jarrah Boyd. That was Harel, who failed wagon wheels. Brecky fails slingshot. Jarrah fails missile bombing. Rough night for Harel and potentially a short night for Brecky. But Jarrah, likely to move on. First of the women coming up, or second of the women, sorry. Because I forgot Isabella. I don't know what I'm talking about. Bailey Beckstrand, making her first appearance in a while. Speaking of people who haven't showed up in a minute, Yoshinori Issa, former member of the Black Tigers. Along with rookie, no, not a rookie, but she's a climber. It's Maya Walter, who fails big air board. Issa fails wing swing. Bailey fails astral glider. That is impressive. The first 2 women in the roster, and they've both at least gone to Atmos. That is really impressive. Running next, though, the creator, Alex Cunningham. Content creator, Bob Reese, fellow content creator anyway. And Maxime Ben Majani. And reminder, if you want to qualify for Omega as a chatter, you got to do a few things. Join the Ninja Masters Discord server, linked in the description. Not affiliated with TNM, but just the plug helps. Then, you got to get into the Ninja Machine database as a chatter. You'll likely be a secret competitor. Then, you got to qualify through both stages of our mid-segment, Chatters Challenge. Out of the currently 46 chatters in the casual roster, 15, along with the Chatters Champion, are going to move on and get a guaranteed spot in the next tournament of Omega, which will be next week. So, for those who wish to participate, good luck. Meanwhile, Cunningham, Reese, Ben Majani take on Cloudtop Crucible. Cunningham fails Ring of Fire. Oh, he was hoping to get past stage 2, but we got past Obstacle 2 anyway. Still good. Reese fails Missile Bomber, and Maxime Ben Majani got all the way to Air Raid. Holy shit, what a start. Benjamin Grams, Sabrina Baumgartner, and chatter and obstacle designer William Marchese. That is not an integer, you're right. Grams fails slingshot. Marchese fails wagon wheels. Danny Grams, though, gets all the way to airwalk. Rough night for Grams and Marchese.
Hey, Marchese failed with a triple at least.
True, yeah. Running next. Oh, yeah, he did get a triple. Running next, John Mack, Aiden Wood, and Gil Morantz. Oh, hold on.
Woo!
Aiden Wood gets the big air board. Gil Morantz, EDH. John Mack gets to air raid. Where are these guys coming from? I'm not even going to say it because I don't want to enact the commentator's curse. But, holy shit. Marco Rontini, chatter, Kate McChesney, and Alex Fodor. Rontini, by the way, is a climber. A lot of climbers in these tournaments. Everybody but Fodor fails on, well, they failed, no. McChesney fails Putter Flutter. Rontini one-ups her, failing Slingshot. But Alex Fodor gets to EDH. That's impressive. Asa Reynolds, former Omega finalist, by the way. Grant Cunningham, and rookie climber and woman Irina Daziano. That was Reynolds on big airboard. Hold on.
What the hell?
Asa Reynolds just failed on 1.4.
Yikes.
Daziano fails wing swing. Cunningham fails missile bomber. But rough night, likely a short night for Asa Reynolds. Multi-time Omega finalist. As of tonight, he remains just barely in the top 10. Which, by the way, I don't know if you saw, you could see it in the presentation. There's been a historic shift in the top 10. That was solely because of Jay Lewis shooting up to number 1. It's that 25 grand he got last week. I still can't believe that. Chatter, Mike Bernardo, man who beat the Super Salmon ladder. Kenzie Hughes, and Climber, Sean McCall, the faux European. Everybody feels bigger board except Bernardo!
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa, whoa! McCall, Hughes, out on 1.4.
Yeah.
Bernardo, though, reaches Missile Bomber. But, wow, I didn't even say anything. Like,
Sure, I've been waiting to speak live.
like, what the hell? I didn't even say, like, oh my god, they're getting really consistent. But it still happened anyway.
Jeez.
It's like the bye-bye man. Don't say it, don't think it. Such a dumb concept for a movie, by the way. Viktor Mikhailov, Climber, Yanya Garmbrit, who, if I recall correctly, has done particularly well in the most recent World Cup. Apparently. Kyle Foley, host of Irish Warrior. That is the wrong tab, or the wrong window. Garmbrit fails the first obstacle!
Whoa!
Yanya Garmbrit on 1.1!
Ah.
Kyle Foley is bested on Slingshot and is severely outpaced by Viktor Mikhailov, who reaches all the way to EDH before failing Missile Bomber. We failed Missile Bomber. What the hell? Garmbrit, McCall, Reynolds? Who's next?
Well, if they're not Super Champion in about 5 seconds.
Or for that matter, Ashton Myler or Ellery Lenz. But Tim Champion, I think, is the biggest name here in this heat anyway. That is a bad omen for sure. Let's see what happens. Okay, Lenz fails bigger board.
Oh,
Tim Champion
okay,
fails
fine.
Giza Giza Hill. That's still good. Myler fails air raid, timing out by a few seconds.
Oh.
Ashton Myler. Wow.
Let's start with pick your own board. Seriously, it's just a trampoline jump to a board. How are so many people failing this?
Good question. I'm gonna have to check the difficulty. But meanwhile, as I do that, we move on to our next heat, consisting of
It's a
rookie, climber, and a woman in Maya Oleski.
6. I mean, that's not easy, but
Then
it's not even
Chatter Giovanni Lopez, bigger board is a 6. And as 1.4, it's pretty difficult. And Miss Boss Slayer, Harrington Andrews. Well, I guess the first woman to beat a boss in the era. Lopez fails Barrel Swing. Rough night for the Chatter. Andrews fails Astro Glider. Oleski fails Missile Bomber. The women, wow!
pretty interesting.
They each beat at least 10 obstacles.
Nice.
Holy shit. Okay, for the most part, this heat is stacked. Luke Beckstrand. Ninja Warrior Poland's only champion, Jan Tatarovich. And rookie climber, Yannick Chassain. I got a bad feeling about the rest of this roster.
Cut by airwalk.
Justine fails Giza Giza Hill. Tatarovich fails Airwalk. Luke is your first clear of the night. Or, no, not your first, but first clear in a while. It's tournament.
Okay.
Running next, though, Chatter, Leo Provo, Max Suskin, and Texas Ninja, Vance Walker. That was Provo, who fails on bigger board. Suskin fails Airwalk. Vance beats the Klaxon. Wow. Vance Walker. 1241 is insane on this stage. He's facing Thunderous later. Tom Alberti, Ludovico Fossali, and Chatter, repping Taiwan, Yu Chen Shao. Fossali fails Wagon Wheels. Shao fails Airwalk, Alberti clears. Wow.
Look at this Jeez.
Rough night for Sally. Damn. Shao and Alberti. This heat is crazy.
Oh my god.
One of the most stacked heats of the night. Well, I say one of because we have the top 10 there. Ninja Warrior, ANW 17's speed winner, Kai Beckstrand, and Sasuke finalist Tatsuya Tada and Yoshiyuki Yamamoto. The speedster, the star of Yamagata, and the ace. Oh, everyone except Tada clears!
What? Tada!
Tada fails airwalk. And they were fairly close in time, by the way. I think Yoshi just got it doubled. 5.66. But both Yoshi and Kai are facing a boss later. Or they're facing Thunderous later. Lao Masia Yobet, Philip Scott, host of Muso, and Albin Dubois, your best rookie from last week, capping off the second half of this roster. Dubois fails big air board. Scott fails slingshot. Yobet fails EDH. Wow. I mean, 1.6 might be enough to move on. I don't know. It could be. It could not. That seems to be the gray area. Oh, look at these. Look at this heat for the most part. Former finalists who cite from different eras, who sight read the stages that they beat. Max Feinberg, who did it in OMEGA⁵ against Unholy Trinity, and James Sinella, who did it a few weeks ago against FTL Singularity in Era 5, along with a rookie climber, Hidemasa Nishida. That was Feinberg that failed big airboard. Nishida fails EDH, Sinella clears, but what the hell happened to Max Feinberg? Big airboard taking another head. What is going on? Big airboard is potentially the biggest killer in the front half of this era, if not definitely up there. I say that, but airwalk's still taking a lot of people out. Like, in terms of the all-time killer of Stage 1 this era, it's either big airboard or airwalk. But big airboard is earlier, so you think it'd take more people out. I don't know. Sinella, meanwhile, clears, but rough night, short night for Max Feinberg. Chatter, Casey DeViti. Former finalist from a few weeks ago, Kevin K-Rod Rodriguez, and Max Prince. DeViti fails Ring of Fire. Prince fails Air Rod, timing out by a few seconds, and K-Rod clears. Decent runs for the most part. I mean, we have an almost all-female heat, consisting of Addie Herman, Ryu Nakagawa, rookie climber woman, and my co-host, Bennykins, who is bested on wagon wheels. Sorry, Benny. Nakagawa fails Airwalk, Herman fails Astral Glider. Again, great runs from the women. Champion of Ninja Warrior Austria, Joe Motley, Sergei Lusetsky, who is a rookie and a climber, and Omer Namius. Same with Lusetsky, a rookie and a climber. Lusetsky fills big airboard, Namius fills airwalk, Motley clears. Reppin' doing Swiss right. Doing Swiss proud. Switzerland, sorry. Matteo Tranquilli, climber, Chatter Bo Lewis, and two-time ANW finalist, the loose cannon, RJ Roman. Wow! Great runs across the board. Tranquilli fails pipe drop. First time we've seen that in a while. Bo Lewis fails on air raid, timing out. And RJ Roman, albeit just barely, with less than a second, clears. 0.81, by the way. That was close. And we have another stacked heat. Aaron Giacomo, your former money mogul. And I believe he's in a two-way tie for the Caviar Collector, along with Jackson Arias. Two-time Omega finalist. Two-time ANW finalist. Okay, let me get my facts straight. Noxic Airmore. And Daria Akulova. Last of the rookies. And a climber. That was Giacomo. No, Garamore failing on Wing Swing. Akulova gets to Air Raid. Meanwhile, Giacomo fails Airwalk, but Daria Akulova, wow! A rookie, a woman, but a climber. That came out of nowhere. It's always amazing to see when these rookie competitors pop off like this. It's just insane to see. Hurricane Casillas, and a few big names in Ninja Warrior Germany. Its inaugural champion Moritz Hans and Julian Riga. Oh my days, what a run! Riga fails Airwalk. Casillas fails Astroglider. Wow! And Moritz Hans, being Moritz Hans, he clears. He almost got himself a triple and over 7.7 grand. Missed out on that by about half a tenth of a second. Oh my god. I just saw the next heat. Yeah, we were so close to having both Kanes in the same heat. If Kane Koski was one spot earlier, you would have had Kane, you would have had Casillas, Hans, and Koski in the same heat. It would have been crazy. But, I mean, we have two heats in a row that start with a Kane. This one is the one we know of, Kane Koski, Sasuke finalist and the catalyst for the All-Stars. The circus artist, Renee Castley, and competing on behalf of Radium and Coffee is Deadpool. Fails Big Airborne. Castley fails Wing Swing. Might be enough to move on still, and Kane Koski fails Missile Bomber. Great run for a man in his 50s. Pretty good. Hayate Kajihara, Sasuke's speed star and 1/3 of Kachiko Chikachi. Multi-time last woman standing in Australian Ninja Warrior, Olivia Vivian. And wait, this is actually a stacked heat, because on top of that, Ninja Israel's youngest champion, Shneor Samyach. Multi-time last man standing in Omega. Kajihara fails Wing Swing. Vivian fails Missile Bomber, and Samyach fails Astroglider. Kajihara, though, I don't know if that'll be enough to move on. We'll have to, all we can do is wait and see. And another stacked heat. We got a Frenchman sandwich right here. Clément, Travière, Ilion, Sharif, Ninja Warrior France champions. And one of which is an Omega finalist. Along with your current Chatters champion defending the title once again, Jack Andrews, hailing from the UK. An all-European heat. Wow! Two of them just got to Astroglider. Gravier, Andrews. Gravier got there faster, though, and Ilion Sharif clears. Great runs across the board, though. Another stacked heat coming up, though. NSC and Premier Series champion Tyler Smith, Ole Yannick, and former LMS from around a month ago, Evan White. We got a... Wow, another great result, about the same as the last heat, with two fails on Astroglider, those being Ole Yannick and Tyler Smith. But Evan White manages to clear. So he's taking on a Thunderous later. But it doesn't get much more stacked than this. Two-time Sasuke champion, Yusuke Morimoto. Three-time Omega finalist. Omega's second champion and an ANW champion, Caleb Bergstrom. And multi-time LMS of Omega, multi-time finalist, Gavin Obi. And that is a perfect heat. That's how it's done. Obi, Morimoto, Bergstrom. All 3 of them cleared. And almost all of them beat the Claxton. And now we kick off the top 10. Or we're about to reach the top 10, sorry. One more heat before we get there. And another stacked one at that. Omega champions Jay Lewis and Jackson Erdos, your first and third champs respectively. Jay being a champion of WNL, and Erdos being a champion of NSC. And then there's Philipp Goethe, finalist of Ninja Warrior Germany, who fails Ring of Fire. Everybody else clears, but Philipp Goethe just failed 1.3. Ring of Fire just took another head. Philipp Goethe has just failed on a 1. That obstacle is a 1. And holy shit, wait, hold on. Okay. I don't know about you, but I don't know if that counts as a quad. But if it does, Jay Lewis just earned himself a lot of money. At least $1,000. Because, folks, Jay just got a quad. Again, I don't know if it's going to count it, but I'm going to put it in increasing station just in case. Because holy shit. Seldom do we see something like that. Let me spoil the text, actually. Just in case. Alright, now we kick off the top 10 from last week. President of the JPA, Jun Sato. Your last woman standing, Taylor Green. And the weatherman, Joe Moravsky. He's had his fair share of heartbreaks. Sato fails on Wing Swing, Taylor Green, Giza Giza Hill, and Moravsky fails on EDH. Meanwhile, the salaryman, Ryosuke Miyaoka, your 4th champion of Omega, Caden Lepsack, as well as a former champion of NSC, and Hans Hertz. Oh, who just failed Wing Swing? Miyaoka! Hans Hertz fails EDH. Lepsack fails on the last track of Air Raid. He had loads of time. But potentially a short night for Miyaoka. We'll have to see. Penultimate heat of the roster. David Flip Rodriguez and multi-time Super Ninja winner Yuri Kroktin. Flip fails on Big Airboard. Former semifinalist, by the way. Yuri Proktin fails on Airwalk. Last heat of the night. Flyboy, Isaiah Thomas. And WNL champion, Noah Jr. The only 2 people to get to the back half of Stage 7 last week. You know they want to get back. Unless they got to get far in Cloud Top Crucible. Thomas fails EDH. Noah Jr. clears. And we have 20 runs. That's one. 20 runs, or attempts, sorry, against Thunderous. Kicking off those runs is Isabella Folsom, who currently sits in 26th on the leaderboard. And in 12 appearances, she has 1 boss clear against Suicune. Could you believe if she got another one against Thunderous? Suicune is comparatively the easiest boss. Thunderous takes out Folsom. Reverse pump. She got very far, though. It really spikes near the end. Phil Folsom, meanwhile, sits in 5th place. And in 16 appearances, he has 4 boss clears. 2 against the Forces, 1 against Suicune, 1 against Deoxys. And if he wants to get a full clear, he cannot afford to beat Thunderous tonight, but let's see if he prioritizes the full clear or a guaranteed spot in the top 30. In order to get that, he's got to beat Thunderous. He will not.
No.
And that segment, by the way, is palm flip, but it's into a reverse scrap rather than the regular cliff ledge. It's even more difficult. than it already was. Luke Beck, because I'm a dick. Luke Beckstrand sits in 28th on the leaderboard, and in 9 appearances, he has 1 boss clear against Deoxys. He wants to reach the halfway mark to getting a full clear. It's just got to be Thunderous. As demonstrated, it is easier said than done. But he almost did so. That last move, the mid-air button press to the switch grip slow burst. So difficult, this. Vance Walker sits in 11th on the leaderboard, and in 13 appearances, he has 2 boss clears. 1 against the Forces, 1 against Suicune. He wants to get to the back half. He's got to do it again against Thunderous. Not worry about his legs, but the switch grip. So tough. Tom, I have a feeling that that segment is going to take a lot of people out should they get there. It already has, but yeah. Self-explanatory, really. Tom Alberti sits in 14th on the leaderboard. In 10 appearances, he has 1 boss clear against the Forces. But I don't know if he's done against Thunderous or not. The question is, can he do it tonight anyway? Yes! Tom Alberti's just beating a boss. Tom Alberti is going to the back half with the safety pass. And he is our first boss clear of the night. Likely not the last, because we're not even halfway through the boss attempts. In fact, we just got a quarter of the way through. We still have a lot of runs to do. We just saw Luke taking on a few runs ago. Now here's his brother Kai, sitting in 12th at the moment. And in 15 appearances, he has 3 boss clears. 2 against Suicune, 1 against Magirna, one of the first people to do so. And if he beats Thunderous, he's going to be 1 boss away from a full clear. Can he? Not even close. Electric Slide is a lot more difficult than it looks. Yoshiyuki Yamamoto, the ace of the Black Tigers, sits in 37th on the leaderboard. In 8 appearances, this man has no boss clears. Really? So what a first this would be for the ace against Thunderous. Harder than Kai did. Oh, he saves! No! The last move! Incredible save, though, on that... on the reverse grab variant of palm flip. I imagine he did a one-hander. I don't know how he would have been able to save it like that, because... You know what? Never mind. James Sanella sits in 22nd on the leaderboard, and in 11 appearances, again, no boss clears. Can he get his first against Thunderous? Not even close. Kevin K-Rod Rodriguez sits in 9th on the leaderboard, and in 14 appearances, he has 4 boss clears. Half of those are against the Forces. He has 2. 1 against Suicune, 1 against Deoxys. Similarly to multiple other competitors on the leaderboard, he just needs Magirna for the full clear. But again, what is he going to prioritize more? The full clear or the guaranteed spot in the back half? See how he does. Oh, no! Reverse palm flip. The palm flip reverse grab is insanely difficult, but that mid-air button press to the switch grip slow grip is even more so. I'd argue is one of the most difficult moves in Ninja Machine, but sounds a little narcissistic, actually. Joe Motley, meanwhile, champ of Ninja Warrior Austria, sits in 106th place on the leaderboard by a margin of 10 points below Ol Yannick. And in 2 appearances, obviously this man has no boss clears. What a first this would be against Thunderous. Oh, he's getting close! No!
No!
Last move. So tough. RJ Roman, the loose cannon, sits in 70th on the leaderboard. And in 5 appearances, this man has no boss clears. Is he going to get a full clear? Are we going to hear an F-bomb? Let's find out. No, I'm not letting him live that down. Ah, that damn last move again. Got very far, though. Ritz Hans Ninja Warrior Germany's inaugural champion and former Omega finalist. Sits in 35th place by a margin of 360 points. And in 8 appearances, he has no boss clears. Interesting. Let's see if he can get his first. Against Thunderous. Looking good. The palm flip. Again, it really spikes near the end. Leon Sharif sits in 45th on the leaderboard in 5 appearances. He has 1 boss clear against Deoxys. He couldn't beat DL Burst, but he managed to beat the buff version. But he wants to get halfway to a full clear. In order to do that, he's got to beat Thunderous. Easier said than done, especially considering that spike near the end. But no problem for Sharif, he's got the clear. Leon Sharif is going through the back half with the safety pass, and he's halfway to a full clear. Getting himself a brand new car. Only one person's done so this year, it's Tyler Smith. But what a run from Moritz Hans. Meanwhile, Evan White. He sits in 32nd on the leaderboard. In 9 appearances, he has no boss clears. Nowadays, hit double digits. Can he get his first against the Forces? Against Thunderous, for that matter. So he saves on the dropping clips and fails on the palm flip. No room for error, especially on that latter half. Yusuke Morimoto sits in 3rd on the leaderboard. And with 17 appearances, he's only one of 3 people to maintain a perfect attendance record. Those other 2 being Tyler Smith and Ace Reynolds. I was looking at the wrong way. And in 17 appearances, he has 9 boss clears. 4 against the Forces, 2 against Suicune, 3 against Deoxys, nothing against Magearna yet. All he needs is Magearna for the full clear. And that's actually a visual error on the leaderboard. The boss slayer should be a tie between Tyler Smith and Yusuke Morimoto. They each have 9 apiece. Yusuke can make a bit of history here, or later tonight for that matter. If he beats this boss, because Tyler Smith didn't make it to a boss. He failed earlier on. He's moving on still, but I mean, he could still get it. But Yusuke Morimoto could be the first person to beat 10 bosses in this era. We'll put it in 6.
Nobody's gotten Magearna. Who knows how long?
Except Jay Lewis last week. But seldom do we see that happen. Let's see.
Yeah, I must have missed that when I was going through the...
He got 25 grand, and now he's in the lead because of it. Let's see if Yusuke...
beat that thing.
Yeah, let's see if Yusuke can get to double digits. He's going to prioritize full clear. Or get into the digits. No! Palm flip. Still has 3 more chances, though, to hit double digits. And if he gets to attempt stage 4, we could see a full clear and double digits in the same night. What are the odds of that? Insane. Caleb Bergstrom follows that up. He sits in 31st on the leaderboard in 15 appearances. He has 1 boss clear, against Deoxys. He would love to get a 2nd against Thunderous. Well, maybe... Yes! Caleb Bergstrom's halfway to a full clear. Wow. You cannot count this man out. Time and time again, he delivers. And he's going to the back half with the safety pass, which means numbers 76 to 78 are going to move on. To stage 2 at least. Gavin Obi, meanwhile, sits in 4th on the leaderboard. And in 14 appearances, he has 5 boss clears. 4 against the Forces. 1 against Suicune. Yusuke failed on the Forces earlier. Which means if Gavin Obi clears this, he will have the record for most clears against an individual boss. He will have 5. Potentially another moment in history. Can he pull it off? Gavin Obi getting close. He saves on palm flip, but the last move takes him out as well. Amazing effort, though, from Gavin Obi. Jay Lewis, he may have just gotten himself a double. Or, maybe, no, not a double. He may have just gotten himself a quad earlier. I don't know if it'll count. But he's in first in the lead on the leaderboard by a significant margin. In 13 appearances, he has 4 boss clears, 3 against the Forces, 1 against OMEGA⁵. He got it last week, and that .08 on BioClock got him another 25 grand. Let's see if he can do it again against the Forces. He would tie the record with Yusuke and Obi. He will not.
Oh, he can't.
Palm Flip takes another head. Still at 3 clears out of, I want to say, 18. Jackson Eridos sits in 7th on the leaderboard. In 14 appearances, he has 6 boss clears. 3 against the Forces, 3 against Deoxys. He wants more. He wants to get to the back half. It's got to be Thunderous. Whether it's beaten him before, I don't recall. He will not beat it tonight. Palm Flip. Folks, we've been here before. We have a chance at a full clear.
Oh.
Noah Munier sits in 6th on the leaderboard. In 12 appearances, he has 3 boss clears. 1 against Suicune, 1 against Deoxys, 1 against OMEGA⁵. This is the one boss he needs to get himself a full clear and a new car. So if he pulls it off, it'll be the 2nd full clear of the era, the first being Tyler Smith. Can Noah Munier cap off the stage by making it 2? Halfway through.
That's hard part.
Noah Munier!
No! No!
And he is again denied a full clear. But definitely moving on to stage 2. What an effort from the WNL champion. But that'll cap off stage 1. And look at that. Jay Lewis's double did, in fact, count. Let's have a look at our clear overview. For tonight's stage 1 clear overview, killer of stage 1, despite what that says, is Big Airboard by a margin of 2. Had 12 fails. Post-simulation awards are as follows. Yoshiyuki Yamamoto and Jay Lewis both got doubles. Yoshiyuki got himself $667. Jay Lewis got $888 on top of the $26,000 plus that he already has. Lucky Melons go to Betty Kins, Maya Alexi, Gavin Obi, Bo Lewis, and Leo Probo. Clutch Melon goes to Maxime Ben Magani on Wing Swing by a margin of .0001. Spare Caviar goes to James Sanella on Thunderous of all things. Damn. Wait, how far did he get on the obstacle, actually? He failed on the last move by that much. Damn. That's his 2nd Caviar, though. And Isabella Folsom gets the Wonderful Medal on Putter Flutter. So she goes up to 6 melons. As for the people we lost a lot of big names. A lot of chatters as well. We're down to 8 of them. Those being Brecky by a few spots. Bernardo Foley by a few spots. Shao Scott by a few spots. Bo Lewis, Kane Casillas, and Jack Andrews. Absolutely no one. As for the women, we're down to 11. The only ones we lost were Maya Walter, Kate McChesney, Kenzie Hughes, Yanya Garnbrit, and Casey DeVito. And rookies were down to 8. We only lost Itamar Harel and Sergei Ruzetsky. But only by a few spots. But since we have 3 boss clears, those being Alberti, Sharif, and Bergstrom, numbers 76 to 78 move on, so Brecky, Grams, and Foley, by the skin of their teeth, move on. And all 3 of them failed 1.6. And they were the slowest ones to get to 1.6 as well. So with that, We're down to 75, technically 78. But 75 of them are about to attempt stage 2, and we're about to lose 20 of them. Stage 2 in mere moments. Stage 2 is Sub-Zero Sprint. It is a parkour-themed Kinjiro stage, consisting of 8 obstacles, with a time limit of 90 seconds for the dudes, 95 for the ladies. Starts with the Spickballs, Hasso Tobi, Spider Walk, Lunatic Ledges, Crescent Roll. After a quick trip to the supply area, should you wish to do so. You take on the back half, then you go to Crescent Roll, Panic Bridge, Pinwheel, and the Tungsten Cube. Should anyone clear this, they will face the second boss, Suicune. A matchup of several parkour-themed obstacles, such as Sonic Curve, Walk the Plank, Shattered Panes, Human Flag, to an extent, the Hinge, Trapdoor, with the gap of the Heartbreaker, Dino Domain, a segment of the Black Diamond Project, the most difficult indoor climbing route in the world, and Dino Wall to cap it off. 55 move on, 20 will not, and whoever clears this will move on to the back half with the Nerf Pass. It was very important, and also something I need to clarify. I forgot to mention this for some reason. In order to face Suicune, you must have at least 30 balls in your backpack by the time you hit that buzzer. And that's if you get there. So in the meantime, let's see if anyone can. So we kick off stage 2. Well, the first of 75 runners. That being host of Sasuke Nitro and Irish Warrior, Kyle Foley. He's bested on the literal first move of Spickballs. Benjamin Grams. Meanwhile, clears with 5 balls. Obstacle designer, Kevin Brecky. Crescent Roll. And those 5 words, again, ring true every single week. It was going so well. Marco Rontini, meanwhile. Oh, he saves on Bob. If that was on Stewart. Mr. Musso, Philip Scott. I thought 2 of the hosts are one of the first 5. Just 1 ball and timing out of the rope climb anyway is Mr. Musso. Here come the Folsoms. Starting with Sam. Oh, you want to talk about dead on arrival. That is 79 balls lost in the first 2 moves. And 90 lost in the first obstacle. Yikes. Karina Daciano is also best.
Whoa, no.
Lost half her balls anyway. Yoshinori Issa.
Here we go, here we
with
go.
17 balls. That's so far not enough to face the boss. So, again, pretty good. Jun Sato. Clears with just 3 balls after saving on Pinwheel. Not enough to face the boss, though. Hayate Kajihara, he's known for speed. Same with Jun Sato, I forgot to mention that earlier. But, wait, I love how the 2 Sasuke speed stars are running back-to-back, by the way. Sato, Kajihara, and then Renee right after them. Wait, that's crazy. Yeah, these guys are known for speed, but you gotta have a pretty delicate balance of speed and delicacy. You don't want to lose too many balls if you want to face Suicune. Like what Kajihara did. He got a double, though!
Wow!
Double 4, $444.
64 balls on the Spickballs.
Ooh. That is rough. Meanwhile, another speed star, Renee Castley. Best on Lunatic Ledges around the middle of the stage. Could be good enough to move on. He saves on the first move, though, and loses 26 balls. Kind of a rough run there, Renee. Knocks Agarmore, meanwhile. Oh, that
No!
damn tungsten cube! It was it looked
No!
amazing. 53 balls by the time you got to the last obstacle. That was incredible, though. I don't know if he would have had the pace. He would have at least gotten close.
Sitting in existence.
Ryosuke Miyaoka. Still trying to get his first best result
Come
of
on,
the year.
Miyaoka!
48 balls!
Yeah! 48.
Ryosuke Miyaoka, wow! He could be halfway to getting a full clear in a few minutes.
We lost 15 balls.
Dang. 48 is crazy.
Look,
Nearly
we went one despicable losing balls on the last 3.
Yeah. The back half tends to be the deal breaker in terms of whether you get to the boss or face the boss or not. Yannick Chassain.
Why?
See, again, that second half really screws you over. Then your women's championship, it's Taylor Green. 33 balls and a double for Taylor Green. She's facing the boss. And she got herself $666, or $667, I think. Tim Champion following that up. The same on Spider Walk and a fail on Panic Bridge. That tends to take a lot of... That tends to just deal a lot of damage. Not even just taking heads, but using a lot of balls. Matteo Tranquilli. Kevin.
Oh, okay.
There goes a climber. Yu Chen Shao. Pinwheel, penultimate obstacle. Great run, though, from a chatter. Likely going to move on to stage 3. Sabrina Baumgartner. So he lost 1 ball until she got to Hasso Toby. She probably did not have the pace, though.
God.
Hold on, I'm just comparing their 127.18. Significantly slower. But, I mean, she got stage 2. Rookie. Not rookie. Ryu Nakagawa. I was going to say for a rookie, but she's not a rookie.
Look
Again,
at
he only
this!
lost 1
No!
ball by the time he got to the back half. Crescent roll. But again, he got to the back half. That's where shit starts to get crazy. Saving it on Hasso Toby as well. Still, really good run, though. Omer Namius. Coming out on the rope climb. He only had 2 balls left anyway. Saved on pinwheel. Jan Tatarovich. Hasso Toby takes out the Ninja Warrior Polska champion.
84 balls on steroids.
And he's saved on Bob.
No way. Jeez.
Jan Tatarovich, Ninja Warrior Poland's only champion, is again bested on the front half on 2.2. And unfortunately for Julian Rieger, however that's pronounced, he's got to follow that up. I'm going to have to look at the Ninja Warrior Germany broadcast to steal that from us. See what he does. Well, he saves and clears with 8 balls. Moving on to stage 3, likely, but it's not enough to face Suikyu, unfortunately. Max Suskin. Hold on, 14 balls. Wasn't for that, again, that damn Panic Bridge tends to deal the most damage to their ball count. Yuri Proktin. He got himself a double. I think that's $600. But he clears with 8 balls. That is not enough to face a boss, but...
Man, that Panic Bridge did it, man.
Yeah. Again, it just deals so much damage every time. But, you know what? He may not be facing the boss, but he got some extra cash. That's good. Tatsuya Tada. Saves once. Clears with 5 balls. That's a lot of 5s. Oh my god, he was half a second away from a triple. Aaron Majayakamon. Clears with 3 balls. Again, Crescent Roll and Panic. The back half does so much damage every time. Now, Masiya Yobe. Hasso Toby.
Oh.
Well, I'm assuming their night's gonna end there. Hopefully not the same for Hidemasa Nista. Yep.
Definitely.
About the same. Except slightly faster. A tenth of a second faster. not seconds. Looking about a quarter of a second. What am I talking about? He saved on Stewart. Alex Fodor. Crescent roll. 63 balls lost on auto. Gil Morant's one of the only Israel reps in Sasuke to have been on Sasuke, and he's out on Kevin. We're saving on Bap. And he almost got him. That's almost a quad, by the way. It wouldn't count because it's not a clear, but that was almost a quad. Hans Hertz. That's a double. $777. No balls, though. Not enough. Obviously not enough for the boss. Not even close. In the meantime, here comes the Weatherman. Ooh, just one ball. Isaiah Thomas. Saves once. Nails on Pinwheel. Maya Alexi. I'm going to take ledges near the back half. Mike Bernardo. Spider Walk. And the man to beat the Super Saiyan ladder is bested on regular-ass Spider Walk 2.3. The Dragon, Kane Koski. Saves once, fails Crescent Roll. Maybe good enough? I don't know. Bob Reese. Oh my, he lost 75 balls. 82 balls lost on the first obstacle. Victor Mikhailov. Failed on Pinwheel anyway. Crescent Roll takes on Mikhailov though. Vivian. The Aussies. Clear. Oh, she almost got a quad right there. She cleared with 17 balls and not enough to face the boss. 13 short. If she pressed the buzzer 500ths of a second later, she would have gotten 4.4 grand. Grant Kinney. Hostile Toby. Dre saves on Kevin. Jara Boyd. Saves once. Clears with 4 balls. And close to the required number to face Sweetman. Kane Casillas. Pinwheel. Decent run, though. He would not have had the pace anyway. Bailey Beckstrand. She saves once. 47 balls! Not, surprisingly, not the highest count by a margin of 1, but still, that is incredible. One of the highest ball counts I've seen at the end of the stage. Incredible scenes. Keep forgetting to buff this time limit. It's fine. Jack Andrews, heading in the Shatters Championship, got himself a double. $555. He cleared with 1 ball, not enough to face the boss, obviously. Addie Herman. 39 balls. I'm noticing something. A lot of women are clearing with a lot of balls. Carrington Andrews could do it as well, for all we know. She will not. But hey, it clears a clear. She saves on Crescent Roll. Senor Samayach. Clears with 6 balls. Ole Yannick. Saving once and failing on Hasso Toby. Which, damn, that's crazy. Clement Cravier. Clears with just 4 balls, but saving on Pinwheel. Tyler Smith. Saves once. A tungsten cube. Likely going to stage 3, though. He could get another clear on Deoxys, for all we know. Daria Aklova. Bob. Well, the first fails on Bob tonight. Not B first. John Mack. He only lost 4 balls before he failed on Crescent Roll. Insane. Maxime Ben Majani. 22 balls. If it wasn't for that pinwheel, he may have had a shot against the boss, but he did not have the pace. He timed out by a second and a half. That is tragic. Anyway, here's Bo Lewis. Saves once. He's bested on Tungsten Cube as well. It's taking so many hits. Because of this time limit. Max Prince. Speaking of this time limit that needs to be buffed, future Caleb, if you're watching this, buff Stage 2's time limit. I might say that at the end of Stage 2 as well. I'm going to be looking at post simulation already. Aston Myler. Stewart takes him out. Damn, on Despicables. Lebsack. 33 balls! He's going against Suicune. And is this one of the bosses he needs? No, he needs the Forces of Magearna. Speaking of being close to a full clear, Noam Jr. Clears with 8 balls. Not enough to face Suicune, though. Jackson Erdos. Oh, no! He lost 7 balls on that rope climb, and that cost him a shot against Suicune. He had a full backpack by the time he attempted the back half. And he lost 73 of them by the time he got to the end. That is tragic. Jay Lewis, meanwhile. Kevin takes out the inaugural champ. Jay Lewis, after getting a boss clear, 25 grand last week, he's going to keep that position for a while, so you don't got to worry about him. But 2.1 takes out our inaugural champion. I say it every time. It's like what Taz says. Hits just keep on coming. Gavin Obi, meanwhile, like these first two stages have been really bad. Obi, 41 balls, and he is going against Suicune. Again, you can get a second clear on it. 6 attempts so far. Yusuke Morimoto. He just needs Magearna. He will not face Suicune, so he may have a shot. Evan White. Clears with just 10 balls. Ritons. Crescent Roll. RJ Roman, the loose cannon. Lunatic Ledges. After saving on Hostile Toby, almost ended his night on 2.2. Joel Motley. Lunatic Ledges as well. K-Rod. You want to talk about DOA. 72 balls lost on Otto. Another 17 on Bob. He lost 94 balls on the first obstacle. Fucking damn. James Sanella, how do you respond to that? 66 balls! James Sanella! I said it earlier, one of the highest ball counts I have ever seen in this era, in this stage. 66? Are we dead ass? Yoshiyuki Yamamoto saves multiple times on the back half and clears, almost getting himself a triple, 4 grand, but he clears with 2 balls. Kai Beckstrand. Saw Bailey do it earlier. Kai will not do the same. Clears with just 1 ball. Vance Walker. Oh, 2 balls, and he lost 90 balls on Lunatic Ledges. Damn, I don't know how that's happening. Well, I mean, Kai's not facing the boss, but will Luke face him? Close. 17 balls. Here come the other Folsoms. Next is Phil. And Isabella's gonna cap it off. Phil fails Crescent Roll. And Phil actually did not need this boss for a full clear. Again, he just needs Magearna. There are like 3 people who just need Magearna, for a full clear. And Isabella Folsom. This is the only boss she's cleared this year. She capped the stage off. How's she gonna fare on stage 2? Saves once. Clears with 16 balls. Not enough to face Suicune. Speaking of which, we're gonna get to that right the fuck now. You have 36 clears, but out of them, 7 are canonical. 3 of them are women. Yosuke Miyoka gonna kick things off. Ryosuke Miyaoka currently sits in 24th on the leaderboard, and in 13 appearances, he has 2 boss clears. Unsurprisingly, both of them are against Deoxys of the Elverse. He would love to get a third and a first against Suicune. Halfway to a full clear, saves on Walk the Plank. You'd love to get that nerf pass. He does. Not even close. Ryosuke Miyaoka is going to the back half. Forgot to mention this for some freaking reason. But if you clear Suicune, you go to the back half with the nerf pass. That allows you to take on a nerfed version of stages 5 and 6. Let me music back up here. Meanwhile, Taylor Green. She sits in 42nd place in 5 appearances. She has no boss players. That'll be her first against Suicune. Not even close. Human flag, though. Lynn Rieger sits in a joint last place on the leaderboard. And in 1 appearance, he has no boss clear for obvious reasons. But God, could you imagine? Nope. His attempt's not even canonical. What the hell am I talking about? You saw nothing. Next is Bailey Beckstrand. She's number 44. Bailey Beckstrand. She sits in a joint 172nd place. In 1 appearance, no boss clears for obvious reasons. Could you imagine if she got her first next week? Oh my God. Ah! One of the last few segments. Great run, though, from Bailey Beckstrand. Addie Herman, meanwhile. Addie Herman currently sits in in a joint 164th place. 3 appearances and no boss clears. Suicune would be a great first. Even if it is comparatively the easiest boss. She saves on the jump, but Dino Domain does her in for now. And running next is Caden Lepsack. He is number 8. It's a wrong window. Oh, and I just digested him by accident. But he cleared. That's completely my bad, but damn, he's going to the back half with the nerf pass. That's big. That was completely on accident. Let me put it here. Kane, by the way, before tonight, he sits in 8th on the leaderboard, and 13 appearances, he had 4 boss clears, 2 on Suicune, made that 3, and 2 against Deoxys. So that was his 5th boss clear. He's going to the back half. Gavin Obi. Number 62. Here, let me not digest him this time. Gavin Obi currently sits in 4th place. In 14 appearances, he has 5 boss clears. 4 against the Forces, 1 against Suicune. Damn it, he wants that nerf pass. Is he gonna get it? Yes! Gavin Obi's going to the back half. That is his 6th boss clear, and his 2nd against Suicune. And he wanted the nerf pass, damn it, he got it. That is our 6th boss clear of the night, and our 3rd of the stage. That means number 56 to 58 are moving on. Capping off the boss attempts is James Sanella. Funny number. Sanella currently sits in 22nd place, and in 11 appearances, he has no boss clears. Maybe comparatively the easiest boss obstacle, but it's still a boss obstacle. He would still love to get a clear on this. He wants that nerf pass. Still got a few moves before he can get there. He will not.
No.
And that'll cap off stage 2. And the others would have done... Jesus, Isabella would have cleared. Insane. Holy doubles, by the way. Let's have a look at our clear overview. For tonight's Stage 2 clear overview. Stage 2's killer is Despicables and Crescent Roll in a tie by a margin of 1 over that damn tungsten cube. Oh, simulation awards are as follows. Holy doubles. 6 of them, and all of them at 1 count. Sorry, Samyach, but his boss attempt was not canonical because he didn't have enough balls. Hansarts got $777. Kajihara got all the 4s. Taylor Green got $667. Brockton did in fact get $600. And Jack Andrews got all the 5s. Anyway, a lot of money tonight. Great. Lucky Melons go to Olivia Vivian, Bailey Beckstrand, Hansarts, Ryu Nakagawa, and Maya Oleksy. So, all the Lucky Melons but 1 went to Vivian. That's crazy. I don't think we've ever had that before. K-Rod got the Clutch Melon on Tungsten Cube, which I think means that he is your new Melon Lord. By a margin of 1, he now has 16 melons this year. Ole Yannick got the Despair Caviar on Hasotobi. That's his first caviar. Yusuke Morimoto, however, got the Wonderful Melon on Suicune, but that does not count because his attempt was non-canonical. I think. Yes. So Yusuke remains at 14 melons. As for the people we lost, Jay Lewis is your DFL, which is crazy. We're down to 6 chatters. And the only ones we lost are Foley and Bernardo. The only ones we have left are Shao, Scott, Louis Casillas, and Andrews, which means I counted it wrong, and there's 5. 7 women left. Those being Folsom, Beckstrand, Andrews, Herman, Nakagawa, Vivian, and Green. So a majority of these are the usual suspects. 7 women left. And 3 rookies. Those being Yannick Chassain, Ryu Nakagawa, and Omer Namius. And because we have 3 boss clears, those being Miyoka, Lepsak, and Obi, numbers 56 to 58 are going to move on. So this is the 2nd stage in a row where Kevin Brecky only advances because of boss clears. And along with this, Renee Castley and RJ Roman. The obstacle designer, the circus artist, and loose cannon all advance to stage 3 by the skin of their teeth. Speaking of which, we're going to go ahead and kick that off right now. Stage 3, in mere moments. Stage 3 is Mirror Force. It is a split decision upper body burnout stage consisting of 8 obstacles that you must complete on one of 2 differing paths. The first is strictly ascending obstacles. These paths only have 1 rest point in the middle. Plus, consists of Salmon Ladder and Spider Climb from A&W, climbing bars, which is failable, as demonstrated by Shiratori, Mountain Rainer, then a rest point, A&W's Hang Climb, UBM's Hangman, Proto Sasuke's Ascending Ice Picks, and UBM's 8 sorry, 80-foot Viper climb. Then you have the descending path, minus, consisting of salmon ladder Kudari, double drop, hang glider, padlock, and a rest point. The episode 2 version of Box Office, Epic Air Surfer, or as I'm going to call it EAS, Cannonball Peg, and A&W 11's Slam Dunk. 40 move on, 15 will not. Anyone who clears this, no time limit for obvious reasons. They'll face the third boss, Deoxys. A mix of Helix Hang and Vertical Limit Burst, featuring a series of 10 1cm ledges on wheels. The red zone requires 5 forward reach ups, and the blue zone requires 3 backward reach ups. Anyone who clears it is going to move on to the back half automatically and receive the Burnout Pass, which allows competitors to take on a version of stages 5 and 6 with rest points where there normally wouldn't be. So that's a pretty important thing because you really want to conserve stamina in the back half. We're going to kick off stage 3 right now with the loose cannon, RJ Roman. Takes on Plus. And he starts with a clear.
Hey!
RJ Roman.
How about that?
He's taken on Deoxys in a bit. Holy shit, where did that come from? Renee Castley. He goes for minus, he saves, and he fails on Slam Dunk. He moves away from the boss. Next is, first of the chatters to run on stage 3 tonight, Kevin Brecky, as I have a sip of water. He fails Box Office. Still very difficult. Ryu Nakagawa. They fail on Mount Rainer on Plus. Walked about a lot of ways, what you can actually see. The name of the next runner, which is Victor Mikhailov. Double drop. 3.2B. Crazy. Kane Koski. Goes for Plus and fails on Hang Climb. I mean, he did get to the back half, though. Still pretty good. Pretty good. Alex Foder. So only one clear. He goes for Plus. He saves once and gets to AIP. That's pretty good. Who this? It's Topaz.
Oh, Topaz.
We just started stage 3. So you didn't really miss much. John Mack. Meanwhile, he goes for Plus Hang Climb around the start of the back half. Still pretty good. Ritons. He goes for minus. He saves and fails Cannonball Peg. An ultimate obstacle of the stage, though, or of that path. And folks, here come the Folsoms. Funnily enough, we have another combination of 2 Folsoms running later, but it's a different combination. Instead of Phil and Isabella, it's Sam and Isabella. So they're running consecutively in around... find them. Around 30 runs from now. Anyway, here's Phil. He goes for minus. He's rising absolutely no one he clears. Barn Boy's doing Barn Boy shit.
That's 35% stamina.
Yeah, loads of stamina. Which for a burnout stage is crazy. Tim Champion.
Yeah, that's insane.
He fails on Box Office.
What?
Around the start of the back half. Still pretty good. We'll have to see if it's enough to move on, though. Chatter, Yuchen Chao, rep in Taiwan, going for minus, getting to the same spot that Tim just failed. Albeit severely outpaced. But time's not really a factor here. Unless you get doubles or triples or whatnot. But really, in terms of progression, not that much of a, not a factor in this stage. Kane Casillas. One of the few cases where it's not. Kane! Cannonball Peg! Kane Casillas, a member of the TNM, Gets all the way to the penultimate obstacle of the stage.
Holy crap.
Where did that come from? Former Chatter's champion, by the way, so I don't know what I expected, but still, crazy.
What do you mean, where did that come from?
Isaiah Thomas, Flyboy, takes on Plus Padlock. From the middle of the stage, but in the front half. We'll have to see if that'll be enough. Bob Reese gets to EAS after saving on Padlock. Nobody's taken on Plus in a while, actually. Bo Lewis, speaking of which, saves on Hangman. He gets to AIP. These chatters are going crazy. I think there's, if I recall correctly, there's only 3. Yeah, there's 5 left. Shao, Scott, Luis Casillas, and Andrews. Meanwhile, one of the few rookies left, one of only 3, Yannick Chassain. He saves on Spider Climb and is bested on Mount Rainier. It was not pretty. And I don't think it was that fast. Well, it's slower than Lewis, but I don't know. He almost got to the back half, though. It's still pretty good. Philip Scott, host of Musso. He fails on double drop on Minus. Rough night for Mr. Musso. Stay tuned for Shin Musso, by the way. I'm really excited for that.
Thanks.
Omer Namius. He saves on Padlock. Fails. Sorry, saves on the first move of Padlock. Fails on the third. Maxime Ben Majani. I almost just called him Max. He went for Plus. He cleared it! Maxime Ben Majani!
Let's go!
Holy shit! Where did that come from? Is he a climber or something?
Nope. He's just a regular ass French ninja.
Oh, he's from France. Holy shit. The only person to get a full clear so far in the year, although Noah Munier got really close earlier. Tyler Smith. He goes for Plus, saves on Hangman, and unsurprisingly clears in less than 3 minutes. How many times have we seen a sub 3 minute time on Mirror Force? Because holy shit, that's gotta be rare. But to be fair, Tyler Smith is a rare breed of ninja. Noxa Garamore, meanwhile, has to follow that up. Smith saved twice on the back half, by the way. Garamore fails 2 feet, away from the end of the stage. Great run, though, from the 2-time AEW finalist. How about a 2-time AEW champion in Vance Walker? Hang climb. Start of the back half. Still pretty good. Yoshiyuki Yamamoto. Diction is important. Saves on ice picks 5 feet away. I don't think I've seen anyone fail on step 75 before. Sanella. He attempted Suicune, but he couldn't clear it. Can he get to the Oxes at least? No. Hang climb. Likely enough to move on, but you know what? To be fair, with the amount of runs we're getting, at least that with the amount of competitors that are getting to at least the middle of the stage, I don't know. K-Rod goes for Plus, saves on ice picks, and clears. Just over 3 minutes. Evan White. Finally, someone went for Minus. He saved on EAS and failed the dismount of Slam Dunk. Great run, though, from the former LMS. Speaking of which, here's the most recent LMS. Noah Munier. Double drop. 3.2. I was wondering when that was going to start happening. I think the commentator's curse just manifested itself again. Damn it. But Noah Munier taken out on 3.2. This community,
Bro.
the ninja community sometimes calls him a choke artist, and that tends to be the reason why. That is still, like, either way, that is a shocker. And I feel for Clement Gravier, because now he's got to follow that up. He goes for plus. And he clears with an even faster time than Tyler Smith.
Bro.
2:57. Holy shit. Where are these fast times coming from? He's sub 3 times. Carrington Andrews, meanwhile, I think she might be the only woman who's beaten Deoxys. Can she do it again? Can she even get to Deoxys? She saves once on Hangman and fails on Ice Picks. Going to stage 4 for sure, though. Addie Herman. Minus. Oh, she saves. She's facing Deoxys. So of all the women who could have faced Deoxys, it's not the person who beat Deoxys before, it's the one who ran after her. Addie Herman is crazy. Speaking of crazy, Jack Andrews, still defending the Chatters Championship. He goes for plus. The last step of Viper Climb. He was a foot away from Deoxys. Great run, though, from the multi-time Chatters champion. This man may be the new Joe Moravsky. Or like the Joe Moravsky of 2026. Bailey Beckstrand. She goes for plus, saves on climbing bars, and fails on Mount Rainier. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people fail on 3.4 so far. Jared Boyd. This should be in his wheelhouse. How many bosses does he need for a full clear? He only has Magirna. So this would be a good second boss to clear for this year. You gotta get there first. He will not. He saves on Hangman, fails on AIP. Vivian, meanwhile, minus. Gets to EAS. Almost getting to the last quarter of the stage. Ha! We were just talking about you, John Moravsky. Box office, start of the back half. Still good. Well, I mean, we'll have to see if that's enough. Procton. He goes for plus. Is he? Yes! Procton is facing a boss. Max Suskin. Got all the way to stage 3, apparently. He goes for minus. EAS. 3.6. Sorry, 3.6B, rather. But dang, that's impressive. I haven't seen this dude often in Omega, I don't think. How many appearances does he have? This is his 4th appearance this year. And he's never been to the back half. He's one stage away from doing so. Taylor Green, still defending the Women's Championship. Going for plus. 1 foot short. Again, we've seen that on so many occasions tonight. And just in general. Hayate Kajihara. He goes for plus. Saves 2 feet away. And these really close fails, and they're consecutive as well. Jun Sato. Not great on upper body stages. But he did get pretty far on this one. Probably because there's not a cliffhanger to be found. Cannonball Peg does him in, though. Yoshinori Issa. He goes for plus and fails on Mount Rainier. Around the middle. I keep forgetting Mount Rainier's on the middle of the stage. It's 3.4A. Again, I don't know if that'll be enough to move on. Benjamin Grams. How many runs do we have left? We're about to get into the last 10 runs. Benjamin Grams. We have 3 left, or 13 left. He goes for minus. Box office. Julian Rieger. I don't know if it's Julian or Julian. I'll have to look that up later. Hang Climb. after making a crazy save on Mount Rare. Sorry, an insane save. Max Prinz. Wait for the freaking taskbar to stop being stupid. There we go. I can actually click. Saves on Padlock, fails on Box Office. Luke Beckstrand. Minus. And he clears. We got 9 boss attempts. Tatsuya Tada. 9 runs remaining. Goes for minus. And he clears it. And here come the other Folsoms. Starting with Sam. Goes for minus. No! He will not face Deoxys. He's 2 moves shy of getting there. Meanwhile, there's Isabella Folsom. She saves on double drop, and she's facing Deoxys.
Ooh.
After saving multiple times on double drop and Cannonball Peg, respectively, of all the Folsoms that could have gone to Deoxys, Isabella. Wow, outdoing the boys. Hans hurt, 6 runs remaining. He goes for minus. And he clears. We're getting a clear streak. We could have a clear streak. Schneur Samiach. I feel like he slipped under the radar a little bit this turn. He goes for plus. Hang climb, though. I mean, it's 3.5. We'll have to see if that's enough. Giacomo, 4 runs left. Former money mogul. He goes for minus. He's going against Deoxys. Now, Kai Beckstrand. 3 runs remaining. Saves once, twice on the first move of the Salmon Ladder. And the penultimate move of Hangman. But he failed on ice picks. Kai almost fell within a second. Jackson Erdos, penultimate run of the stage. He goes for plus, hang climb. I don't know if that'll be enough. Yusuke Morimoto capping the main stage attempts off. With the attempt on plus, save on Hangman. He fails on ice picks. He's going to stage 4, which means he has a shot at a full clear later.
Wait, is that 53 competitors? Wait, was it? Wait.
What?
No, it's 55.
Wait.
Yusuke was number 55.
Oh.
And because Majiakamo was the last clear, is number 52. Okay. Speaking of clears, these 13 now face Deoxys. Yeah, and I made sure there was 55 competitors this time. RJ Roman, kicking things off. He sits in 70th on the leaderboard. In 5 appearances, he has no boss clears. He would love to get a first against Deoxys. And to get that burnout pass, he saves on the second ledge. He gets the blue. No! Great effort from Roman, though. He almost lost it on the second ledge. Actually, Roman, I forgot. Phil Folsom cleared. It's not just Isabella. Phil Folsom sits in 5th. 16 appearances. 4 boss clears. 2 against the Forces, 1 against Suiku, and 1 against Deoxys, which would be his second. But he just needs to be gearing up for a full clear. He's going to have a shot at it because he just failed on ledge 4 for saving on ledge 3. And here's a name I haven't seen on a boss before. Maxime Ben-Majani. He is not on the leaderboard. Could you believe if he got his first boss clear of the year against Deoxys, of all things? Oh my god. Oh, he saves once! No, the last ledge!
Oh my
That
god.
was incredible, though. So you want to talk about people who flew under the radar. Maxime Ben-Majani. I forgot this dude existed for a while. And he almost just beat his first boss in his first appearance of the year. Insane shit. Tyler Smith. This man just seems to be nigh unstoppable this year. Second on the leaderboard. 17 appearances. He's one of only 3 people to maintain a perfect attendance route. The other two, as I mentioned, being Yusuke and Asa. 9 boss clears, by the way. 3 against Suicune, 3 against the Forces, 1 against Suicune, 4 against Deoxys, which is another potential moment in history, and 1 against Magearna, the only one to get a full clear so far this year. He could break multiple records in a few moments. Aside from the obvious fact that he would take over the position as Boss Slayer, he would get his 10th boss clear of the year. But he would get a record-breaking 5 boss clears against Deoxys, the most against any one boss this year. That's if he beats Deoxys right now. No! Red Ledge 4 denies him again, but he still holds the record for the most clears against Deoxys at 4. That's still incredible. And he's going to stage 4. He could beat Magearna again and get even more cash. Try to catch up to Jay Lewis. Kevin Rodriguez. Where does K-Rod currently sit? He sits in 9th on the leaderboard, and in 14 appearances, he has 4 boss clears. 2 against the Forces, 1 against Suicune, 1 against Deoxys. If he wants a full clear, he cannot afford to clear Deoxys. But hey, Burnout Pass helps. He saves on Ledge 2, fails Ledge 3. At the very least, he's going to stage 4. And, oh my god, he could get a full clear as well. So we still have a chance, albeit a slim one, to get multiple full clears in one night on the same stage. Clement Gravier, meanwhile, sits in 30th on the leaderboard, and in 11 appearances, he has no boss clears somehow. I feel like Deoxys might be in his wheelhouse, comparatively. But no! 4 ledges in, and he is fouled. And here. That's perfect spot. Addie Herman sits in a joint 164th on the leaderboard. 3 appearances, no boss clears. I would love to see her beat Deoxys right now. Although, yeah, I was going to say it's not likely. Ledge 2. She got past 1 of them. That's still impressive for her. Meanwhile, Yuri Prokdin sits in 27th, and in 10 appearances, this man somehow has no boss clears. Saves on Ledge 2, fails Ledge 3. No clears so far, I don't think. I think Maxime Ben-Majani has the best run so far against Deoxys today. Of all people. Luke Beckstrand, meanwhile, 28th on the leaderboard, 9 appearances, and 1 boss clear, and that was against Deoxys. Can he do it again? No, Red Ledge 2.
No.
How many runs do we have left? We have 4 more attempts. Next one is Tatsuya Tada, who currently sits in 39th. He has 11 appearances and 1 boss clear. Again, it was against Deoxys. Although he ate shit both times he attempted VL. Or VL Burst, anyway. And he managed to be a buff version. Let's see if he can do it consistently. Oh my god, he saves. No shot! Tada clears it! He does it again! Tatsuya Tada!
Yeah.
Tatsuya Tada! You cannot count this man out! Similarly to Caleb Bergstrom. I feel like out of the people who were left, it was Tada, Isabella, Hertz, and Majagamo. I feel like he was one of the people we wouldn't really expect to beat Deoxys. I mean, I say that. He's done it before. But, damn. He almost lost it on Ledge 4. But he managed to recover and clear this damn boss for the 2nd time. He's going to the back half with the Burnout Pass. And then we have Isabella Folsom after that. She sits in 26th, and in 12 appearances, she has 1 boss clear against Suicune. It would be insane if she beats Deoxys. We saw a woman do it before. We know it's possible for women. Carrington Andrews pulled it off. If she can do it, Isabella can damn sure do it. Will she? She's getting close. No, the blue ledges. Again, those backward moves are so hard. I made this obstacle not even knowing if backwards VL burst moves were possible. Ponturts sits in 16th. He has 10 appearances and 1 boss clear against Sweden. I think he's the penultimate run of the stage. Ponturts saves once! No! The last ledge! Amazing run, though, from Ponturts. Got to the same point that Ben Majani did. And he outpaced him. And capping the stage off, believe it or not, is Aaron Majaikuma. He sits in 13th. In 10 appearances, he has 1 boss clear. And again, it's against Deoxys. He would love to get a second. It would really boost his position on the leaderboard. He will not even get close, and that will do it. Tatsuya Tada's the sole clear of Boss 3 tonight. That is unbelievable. We still have... Oh my god. We have 7 boss clears, I think, so far. Alberti, Sharif, Caleb, Bergstrom, Miyoka, Lepsak, Obi, Tada. And with that, let's have a look at our clear overview. For tonight's Stage 3 clear overview. Believe it or not, Stage 3's killer is Hang Climb by a margin of 1 over Ice Picks and Box Office. Post-simulation awards are as follows. Lucky Melons go to Joe Moravsky, Moritz Hans, Max Suskin, John Mack, and Yannick Chassain. Clutch Melon goes to Carrington Andrews on Hangman. That is her second melon. Renee Castley gets the spare caviar on the second to last move of the stage on minus. Slam dunk. That's his second caviar. Kai Beckstrand gets the Wonderful Melon on Hangman. So the Clutch Melon and the Wonderful Melon were both earned on the same obstacle. Believe it or not, that's only his 4th melon. Here's what we lost. We lost Philip Scott. We lost Noah Munier. And we lost all the rookies. We'll get to them in a bit. 3 chatters left. Those being the usual suspects. Bo Lewis, Kane Casillas, and Jack Andrews. As for the women, we're down to 5. And they're pretty much all usual suspects. Isabella Folsom, Carrington Andrews, Addie Herman, Olivia Vivian, and Taylor Green. So this is going to be a fight for the women's championship. Let's love the women's roster stacked. What's not stacked, it's what's left of the rookies. Because we managed to lose all of them. But, what's crazy is they were all within 3, they were all directly next to each other on the leaderboard. But if you'll notice, your best rookie, by 1 spot, is Ryu Nakagawa. So you'll be seeing them at number 51 next week. But in the meantime, it's time for Stage 4. We're going to kick that off in a few moments. Stage 4 is Continuum Clock Tower. It is another speed stage consisting of 15 obstacles divided into 3 sections. Each of which has more and more rest points and consists of a different type of obstacle primarily. First is Pass, consisting of 6 mainly static obstacles. Grinder into Gearhead into Rail Track. Then one of the bigger killers of the stage, but not the biggest, A&W4's Jumping Bars. This is a funny obstacle. This one's funny. Into the I-Beam Cross, into Shapeshifter. Then you have Present, which consists of 5 object tech obstacles. Chuck Crank, Ring Chaser EX, Salmon Roll, Lasso Launch, Thread the Needle EX. The first three of those obstacles are second. Finally, Future mainly consists of motorized obstacles. I almost forgot the term, right? Cornices over the Abyss from Super Ninja. UBM's Magwall. Fishbone Dimension, which I have no idea what it is. And Pain Lane Dimension from, technically from either Protoslasky or Sharpton. One about, it's kind of series. Time limit's 440 for the dudes, 450 for the 5 ladies that remain. 30 will move on, or in this case, 23 are going to move on. And 13 will not. Sorry, 23. Can't tell. No, it's 13. I'm stupid. And whoever clears this faces the fourth and final boss. Jesus, I can't talk to him. That's why you warm up for your commentating. Magearna was beaten last week by Jay Lewis, who was eliminated very early on. But in it, competitors hang from a giant gear-shaped spool and alternate between sliding silver holds and special delivery holds. They then face BioClock for a chance at extra cash. And that it can be up to $50,000. But in order to do that, you gotta hit it right on the nose. 0.00. That's the only way you earn 50 grand. But Jay Lewis got really freaking close last week. He got 0.08. He got himself 25 grand. Somebody could do it again. BGM is about to end as we kick off Stage 4. And cap off the front half of the course. Running first is Ninja Warrior Germany finalist, Julian Rieger. Special on I-Beam Cross. Omega finalist James Sinella follows that up with a fail on I-Beam Cross. Well, I forgot to do that, BGM, but it's fine. James Sinella, former finalist, by the way, from a few weeks ago, might be eliminated on Stage 4, especially with the tightened advance requirements. I-Beam Cross. He beat the killer just to fail on the next obstacle, which is still technically a killer in its own right. But holy damn. Max Prince saves on Grinder, and he fails on the jumping bars. First person to fail there likely will not be the last. Hopefully, Samayak will not be one of those. He will! I actually just jinxed it. Fucking damn it. I was literally about to say, what's left of this roster is absolutely stacked, by the way. But Samayak is the second big name to be fouled on past. In fact, we're 4 runs in and nobody's gotten past past. That is alarming. I mean, when you have 2 ninja killers consecutively, very early in a stage, I feel like that's bound to happen. Still, it's equally as shocking every time it happens. Tim Champion. Thank you! Magwall! He gets the future, in fact. Great run from the Ninja Warrior UK champion. How about one from the US? Vance Walker. He saves twice. Fails the lasso launch. Weatherman. Saves on jumping bars. I-Beam Cross. Takes another head. In the Weatherman.
Oh my.
What is
Why
going
are people
on?
falling this early?
What is going on? I mean, again, this roster stacks, so we're bound to lose a lot of big names, but this early, like from Stage 1, from very early on in Stage 1, I felt a really bad omen for the rest of this tournament. And this is not going well already. Erdos, save us. Oh, he clears with a double! Erdos is going against Magearna. And, oh my god, Erados only needs Bagirna and Suicune for a full clear. So if he beats Bagirna, he's going to be one away from getting himself a new car. New convertible. Olivia Vivian follows that up. I-Beam Cross again. Oh my days. Barbarisse saves on jumping bars. I-Beam Cross. I know there wasn't an update recently. I-Beam Cross is a 6. Max Suskin. Grinder. Oh my god, people are failing on the first obstacle now. Kane Casillas. Rail track. He didn't even reach it. He saved on the second move. Oh my god. Jun Sato. Saves on I-Beam Cross. He fails Coda. Moritz Hans. Jumping bars. That damn trampoline jump has taken out Ninja Warrior Germany's first champion. What are we doing? What is going on? This is not good. This is really not good. Like, we're seeing this many fails on I don't say minus, on past. I don't like this. This is not obviously this is not a good sign for the rest of this tournament. But we're very early on. We're very early into the stage, so like, I don't know. Go Lewis. Jumping bars again. Where did Kane fail? He failed on rail tracks, so he will not be your Chatter's champion. He will not have a shot at it. It's either going to be Bo Lewis or Jack Andrews again. Alex Fodor. Rail track. I really do not like this. Jared Boyd. He saves I-Beam Cross!
What? Why is everyone falling on pass?
Why is literally everybody failing on the first 6 obstacles? And in particular, I-Beam Cross. I mean, there's 2 killer consecutively, but really, this is comparatively the easier one of the 2. Because ANW4's jumping bars, if I recall correctly, is an 8. And it's solely because of that trampoline jump. Carrington Andrews. And she beats it. She gets all the way to Fishbone. She saves I-Beam Cross, in fact. Oh my god. This is a historic Stage 4 bloodbath. I've never seen a bloodbath like this on Stage 4. Kai Beckstrand. Ooh, Magwall. Okay. That's still good. After saving on Salmon Roll, Yusuke Morimoto, he has a chance at a full clear. Just gotta get to Magirna. Saves twice. Ring Chaser. He will not have a full clear from Yusuke. But he does.
Okay, what? At least he did better than everyone that fell past.
Well, because he's Yusuke. Yeah. He saved twice on the first 2 obstacles. He saved on Grinder and he saved on Gearhead. I know for a fact I didn't add any weather effects. So I don't know how people are failing this much on past. Like, they're saving on past. On the first 2 obstacles. Evan White. Thank you. Oh, the third to last move. Or second to last move. He saves on Shapeshifter and on Salmon Roll. He gets all the way to the penultimate move of the stage. Sam Folsom. I believe these later runners are feeling a lot of pressure right now. Sam saves on Coda, but fails on Magwall. Renee Castley. Oh, maybe Magwall. Jack Andrews, all he's got to do is get past I-Beam Cross. Or get to I-Beam Cross faster. And he'll be your Chatter's champion for the... for the 4th time this year. Chatter's champion is Jack Andrews, surprising absolutely no one. It's all the way to the end of present after saving on Chuck Crank. Still at 1 clear. Hayate Kajihara saves on jumping bars. And on Shapeshifter, Magwall. Taylor Green. Defending the Women's Championship, Magwall again after saving on Coda. Yoshi. Getting to Coda again, saving on Lasso Launch. Knocks the Garamore. Saves on Jumping Bars. Lasso Launch again. Giacomo. Getting multiple consecutive fails on the same obstacle. Coda. And he saved on Thread the Needle. Hans Hertz. Saves on Jumping Bars. And on Salmon Roll, fails on Thread the Needle. Isabella Folsom. She saves on A-Beam Cross. Fails on Lasso Launch. Luke Beckstrand. He saves on Grinder. And on Salmon Roll, he fails the second half of Fishbone. Procton. Jumping Bars just took another head. I was wondering when that was going to start happening again. Yuri Procton, two-time winner of Super Ninja, is just another victim of 4.4. We have 7 runs left. We are still only at 1 clear. We still have multiple chances at a full clear. They're going to run a bit later. Addie Herman, meanwhile. Jumping Bars! She's out of it. Addie Herman. The 2025 Women's World Champion at Worlds. She's another victim of the Jumping Bars. And I said it earlier, what's left of this women's roster is stacked. But, like, these guys are dropping like flies at this point. Clement Cravier. Does he need McGearna for a full clear? He doesn't have a boss clear at all. And he will not even get when he fails on the regular ass Jumping Bars.
Oh my.
He beat the jump just to fail the bars.
Doing?
People are just failing anywhere. Past is unnaturally brutal tonight. This has never happened before. Well, I mean, it's happened, but not nearly this often.
We need to see the clear overview after this.
Yeah.
How many people got past pass?
Yeah, for sure. Not that many. I imagine it's going to be below 50%. K-Rod, one of the only remaining chances for a full clear tonight. All he needs is McGearna. But I got bad news. He's got to get there. He saves on Grinder. Ooh, no! The penultimate move! K-Rod will not get a full clear, but he's definitely going to the back half. Tyler Smith. He could get his 10th boss clear tonight. He's got to get to McGearna first. He fails the second move! He fails Grinder!
Oh my god.
The second move of the stage! The NSC champion! The Premier Series champion! Number 2 on the leaderboard! Tied with most boss clears of the year!
Wait. So last week, was it? I'm not sure if it was him, but he got out on Big Airboard. And now this week, he's out on Grinder.
He did what Jay Lewis did at the start of the second era.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Maxime Ben Majani. Save us. We'll take anyone at this point. Thread the Needle. He saves on Rain Chaser.
Okay.
Phil Folsom.
I think getting past is you're in at this point.
Yeah.
I think you're in.
That has to be. Phil Folsom is our last chance at a full clear. He's got to get to McGearna first. He saves on Ibn Cross. He saves again! Magwall! We will not have a full clear, but Phil Folsom, we will have a Folsom in the back half. Capping it off is RJ Roman. Saves once. And he fails on Magwall. That'll do it. Just one attempt on McGearna again.
Oh.
And it's Jackson Erdos. Erdos sits in 7th on the leaderboard. In 14 appearances, he has 6 boss clears. 3 against the Forces, 3 against Deoxys, none against Suicune, and none against Magearna. Not only, if he beats Magearna right now, not only will he be 1 away from a full clear, but he has a chance of some extra cash as well, up to $50,000. We're gonna play it at a slower pace this time. Let's see how our 3rd champion handles this era's 4th boss.
If he gets at least 25 grand, he'll be in 1st place.
Yeah, halfway through. Oh, one more move. No! The last move.
Bro.
Heartbreaker after heartbreaker. But in the meantime, he got some extra cash anyway. $555 from that double earlier. But what a heartbreaker at the end of the boss itself. 1 move away from a chance of the 50 grand. But a great run regardless from our 3rd champ, and that'll do it for the front half of the course. Let's have a look at our clear overview. This is gonna be a whopper. For tonight's stage 4 clear overview. Killer of the stage is actually Magwall by a margin of 1, which is actually crazy, considering the amount of fails that were on jumping bars or I-beam grass. 1 double, that being Jackson Erdos earlier, who almost got himself a chance at extra cash, but he got some extra cash anyway, because he got $555. Bob Reese got 2 lucky melons, which happened. Also, so did Morovsky, Yusuke, and Addy Hurricane. Hello. And the clutch melon goes to Aero Magicamo on Salmon Roll. Jack Andrews gets the Despair Caviar on Thread the Needle. And the Wonderful Melon goes to Jun Sato on Salmon Roll. As for the people we have lost, holy shit, Tyler Smith is your DFL. We lost all but 1 chatter. Take a fat guess as to who that is. Jack Andrews is again your Chatter's champion. This guy might as well be considered the John Morovsky of 2026, because that's how consistent this man is. Still with 3 women left, though, and they're, again, the usual suspects. Isabella Folsom, Carrington Andrews, and Taylor Green. The rookies have already been out, so we don't gotta worry about those. But in the meantime, no boss clears in stage 4, but 7 in the earlier 3 stages, which means we lost out on Samayat, Riga, and Vivian. But we still have... No, we lost out of those 3 along with Jeraboy, Joe Morovsky, James Stanella, and Bob Reese. We almost lost Yusuke. But thankfully, we didn't. So everyone who failed...
sucked ass.
Yeah, everyone who failed past is out. Everyone who got past it moves on, which is great. But in the meantime, before we get to the back half, we gotta do Chatter's Challenge. That's gonna commence in a few moments. Well, that intro was botched. It's time for Chatter's Challenge. Stage A, no changes this week. Stage A consists of the following 8 obstacles. Rope Swing, Shotu, Orgoru, Fuyujima and Marvin Gardens, Warped Wall, Ring Swing, wow, King Flip, Jesus, Kick Flip, and Climb Board. Time limit is 140 seconds. Out of the currently 46 Shatters in the casual roster, besides Jack Andrews, because he's already getting in regardless, only 30 are going to move on to Stage B, and out of those 30, only 15 are going to move on to the main roster next week. So, in alphabetical order, we'll be starting things off with Adrian Chung. Down the Warp Wall, time's on the Climb Board. Oh my god, he's actually here for this. The Greeter, Alex Cunningham. Fuyujima, 8.4. I don't know if that'll get enough. We'll have to wait and see. Repping Poland, Alt 1. kickflip. Repping Singapore, Avatang Chong Kwong. First clear of the night, 547. Amamimia. Orugoru. Amber Rodriguez. I'm going to try to get through this quickly, because Ozzy Green. Never mind. Amber, by the way, failed ring swing. Bo Lewis. A save on warp wall and a fail on kickflip. WNL commentator Billy Dixon. Ooh, a save on climb board and a clear with the fastest time by around 37 hundredths of a second. Around the third of a second. It was close. Brandon Buckwald. Bookcase is bested on Marvin Gardens. Host of Ninja Warrior of Roblox, Bubba Ace. Okay, kickflip, not too bad. Ripping Trinidad and Tobago, Callum Bryce. Failed the warp wall and failed on ring swing. Trying to end another main series drought. Not the only one. Host of Sports Roulette, Kane Molden. Is bested on the second obstacle. No luck this time around. Sorry, buddy. Curtis Strad. Time's up at a few seconds. Windows Defender, shut up. Dan Buckles. Marvin Gardens. Also trying to end a main series drought that's still going. Donovan Lusher. Special Olympics athlete is bested on Orugoru. I don't know. Oh, he's already in the bottom three. Damn. Host of Sasuke Divine Wins, the Shingo superfan Emily Montague is bested on the first obstacle again. Yikes. Evan Mail. That's not a kickflip. Gianluca Schmidt. Never mind. Giovanni Lopez. Ooh, did not have the pace going in the climb board. D-Render. Never mind. Jeffrey Ritchie. Ring swing takes another head. Mi Chang. Kickflip. Former Chatters champion, Yuxinator. He's bested on ring swing. Jordan Cowart. Shotsu. Hurricane Casillas. Clears with an even faster time by a tenth of a second. These are close. Casey DeViti. Never mind. Co-producer of Ultima Kunoichi, Kate McChesney. A miss on rope swing and a fail on the second obstacle. Kevin Brecky, one of the greatest obstacle designers of our time, is bested on a ring swing as well. I think a lot of heads tonight. Host of Iris Warrior, Kyle Foley. He's also bested on kickflip. Leo Provo. One fail on the warp wall and a fail on ring swing. I'll get my inner auctioneer out as we get to eliminations. DeViti's eliminated. D-Render's on the bubble. Berkey's guaranteed to move on to stage B. Luke Allen. Just times out by a few seconds on climb board. Enough to eliminate D-Render. Put Gianluca Schmidt on the bubble. Matt Doan almost digested him completely. Shotsu eliminates Schmidt. Puts Montague on the bubble. Amber Rodriguez guaranteed to move on. Mike Bernardo. Never mind. Mike Vasquez. Ujima eliminates Montague. Puts Green on the bubble. Callum Bryce now guaranteed to move on. Come on, Piglin. First obstacle. Again, no luck this time around. Philip Scott, host of Muso. It's bested on ring swing. Eliminates Green, puts McChesney on the bubble. Provo guaranteed to move on. Pineapples Alfredo. It's bested on ring swing. Eliminates McChesney, puts Doan on the bubble. Provo still guaranteed to move on. Competing on behalf of Radium and Coffee is Deadpool. Miss on rope swing and a fail on kickflip. Eliminates Dome, puts Coward on the bubble. Cheyenne Raya. If I recall correctly, he's repping the UK. He's bested on climb board. He eliminates Coward, puts Molden on the bubble. And Donovan right after him. They're going to need a miracle. Aoma Shigulin coming up. Shotsu, he's out. Host of Ninja Warrior Worldwide, Topaz Neo, makes a return for a few more tournaments. He times out, he gets the climb board. Fails on the wall.
Let's go.
He gets all the way to the last obstacle. He's actually here for this. Malden is out of it. Donovan Lusher, again, he's going to need a miracle. Buckles is moving on to stage B at the very least. Benny Kins may be the man to eliminate the Special Olympics athlete. He will. What? Excuse me? Look at that time!
Oh my god!
Look at that time!
We would have absolutely no time.
Oh.
Quintuple zero!
Holy shit, Danny.
I'm putting that in creation station right the fuck now.
Yeah, me too.
When has that ever happened?
I don't know, it has an Omega.
And the caption should just be The caption should just be, with a bajillion M's. All caps.
Oh yeah, all caps. What the fuck? Oh my, I'm assuming that's never happened before.
I mean, that's happened in real life Sasuke, I think.
Well, I know in Sasuke, but I don't know about Ninja Machine. Of all the ways for Donovan Lustre to get eliminated, though, that is tragic.
Bro.
Mimia's on the bubble. Buckles guaranteed to move on. William Marchese, another great obstacle designer of the modern era. Tails on kickflip, eliminates Mimia. Puts the creator on the bubble. Dan Buckles still guaranteed to move on. Xander Slager next. Looking good. Slager fails the first obstacle, though. Well, it's going to be the creator or the Taiwanese rep, Yu Chen Shao. And Alex, I'm sorry, it's Yu Chen. He actually failed on ring swing. Mike Vasquez and Brandon Buckwell just move on. Killer of stage A is ring swing, surprising absolutely no one. We move on to stage B. What's left of this roster is going to be cut in half. Stage B consists of the following: curtain slider, telephone pole climb into the clacker, double prism tilt, missile bomber, and gallon throws. Time limit is 110 seconds. Out of the 30 that remain, only 15 are going to move on to the main roster. Are going to get a guaranteed spot in the main roster, along with Jack Andrews. Shun kicking things off. Fails the second obstacle. Alt 1. Fails the second obstacle. Alphaton Chong Guang. Clears with just under 3 seconds. Amber Rodriguez fails the second obstacle. Bo Lewis clears with his way faster time. Billy Dixon clears with the second fastest. Right in the middle. Right in the middle. I think that's about right in the middle, actually. Pretty close. Buckwald. Times out on the first of the calendar. Bubba Ace. Second obstacle. Callum Price. First obstacle. Curtis Tran. That is the fourth obstacle. Double prism tilt. Dan Buckles. First obstacle. Evan Mail. This tournament's been a bloodbath. Double prism tilt takes out Mail. Giovanni Lopez. Missile Bomber. Jeffrey Ritchie. First obstacle, Jimmy Chang. Second obstacle, Yuxi. Second obstacle, Ritchie's out of it. Buckles on the bubble. Casillas. Fails double prism tilt. Buckles is out. Price on the bubble. Lewis is going to the main roster next week. Kevin Brecky. Missile Bomber. Eliminates Price, puts Yuxi on the bubble. Billy's moving on. Kyle Foley. First obstacle, Leo Provo. Fails the penultimate obstacle. Eliminates Yuxi, puts Bubba Ace on the bubble. Bookcase going to the main roster. I can't talk. Luke Allen. Second obstacle. Eliminates Bubba Ace, puts Rodriguez on the bubble. Recky's going on. Vasquez. Second obstacle. Mr. Musso. Does Missile Bomber. Might be enough. He eliminates Rodriguez, puts Chung on the bubble. Leo Provo still moving on. Pineapples Alfredo. First obstacle. Radium. He clears! He's moving on! Slowest time so far. Radium's... Oh, wait. I just realized. Oh, my God. Radium made it in tournament 67 and 69.
Oh, my God.
He's going to be happy about that. Chung's out of it. Jimmy Chang's on the bubble. Giovanni Lopez is moving on to the main roster. Shine Riot repping the UK. Timing out on the last of the gallon throws. Eliminates Chang, puts Alt 1 on the bubble. Lopez moving on. Come on, throw past Neo. Oh, yes! Oh. Yes! Yellow throws! That's good enough!
Nice!
You're finally making it back! Finally!
Yay! So fast.
Topaz Neo defeats Stage B after 4 years!
Okay, alright.
Sorry. Well, once I just got an ad. Of all times to get an ad. Thank you for the ad. Completely unwarranted. Sorry. Alt 1's out of it. Luke Allen's on the bubble. Lopez is still moving on. Benny Kins. First obstacle. Damn.
Oh, come on.
Come on, man. William Marchese. Second obstacle. Oh, it's going to be either Luke Allen or Yu Chen Shao. And surprising absolutely no one as he fails on the fourth obstacle. It's Yu Chen Shao. Killer's telephone pole climb by a factor of 1.5 as we look at our top 15 moving on to the main roster. Lewis, Dixon, Sean Kwong, Radium, Lopez Neo, About Damn Time, Raya, Bookcase, Mr. Musso, Brecky, Provo, Lopez, Kane, Xiao, Tran, Mel. Luke Allen just missed out. In the meantime, there's our top 15 moving on to the main roster. We have 30 competitors left to take on the back half. Stage 5 in mere moments. Stage 5 is Gambler's Gala. It is a split decision speed stage consisting of several obstacles, more or less depending on which path you take. The longer but easier route, let me get that right, is Royal Carnival, consisting of 9 obstacles. Roller coaster into 3-ring circus into Carnival. Rope reverse EX, rolling escargot, Glass Maze, Hammer Road, the Dungeon, Fidget Finale to Carnival. The shorter but significantly harder route is Casino Royale. The incentive with taking this route is if you get to the back half, every obstacle you clear gets you a certain amount of points. If you go for Casino Royale, for every obstacle you clear there, you get double the points you normally get. It consists of 6 obstacles. Nail Clipper Roulette, Domino City, Twin Dia EX into Spring Arm into Royal Flush. Finally, the infamous Gambler. Time limit is 160 for the dudes, 165 for the ladies. It's time to kick off the back half of the course. Considering how crazy that front half was, I'm nervous for this back half. But that being said, what's left of this roster is actually stacked. So, I mean, you never know. We're gonna kick this back half off, funnily enough, with Yusuke Morimoto. He goes for Casino Royale and fails the second obstacle. That did not work.
Uh-oh.
I don't like this.
What?
Bro.
Isabella Folsom.
Out.
Royal Carnival, she saves once and clears.
Okay.
So we're not having a wipeout. But we still have a bloodbath. Knocks again more. Casino Royale. Oh no. Royal Flush. He saved on Twin Dia. He's getting points, but he's out.
Oh my god.
Vance Walker. My model's smiling right now, but I'm fucking scared. Casino Royale again! Spring Arm! What are we doing? Jack
hold on.
Andrews.
It's just the first 4. It's just the first 4.
Yeah, but like it's the roster's stacked though. We're bound to lose big names, but holy shit. Jack Andrews, your soul shatter. Casino Royale again. Why is everyone going for Casino Royale now? This is the worst time to go for that. Maxime Ben Majani. Save us. Royal Carnival, rope reverse. After saving on Carnival, 1 clear out of 6. Hunterts, Royal Carnival. Yes, he almost beats the Klaxon. I'm happy with that. Machiakomo, come on. No, Casino Royale again. Yoshi, Royal Carnival. He saves, beats the Klaxon. Good shit. Jun Sato. He saves on rope reverse. He clears with 3,700s faster, more than Yoshi. After saving on rope reverse of all things. Taylor Green. Casino Royale, Domino City. Taylor Green's out. Where did Folsom get to? Or Folsom cleared, I think. So it's either going to be Isabella Folsom or Carrington Andrews who's going to be your women's champion. So we are down to, I think we lost Andrews already. So that'll be it for the Shadows. And 2 women left. Tim championing one. Royal Carnival just clears. Saving on rope reverse. Incredible save. RJ Roman. Loose cannon. Rope reverse again. Kajihara. Known for speed. But he fails rope reverse after saving on the first move of the stage. Oh my god. Folsoms, save us, please. Here come the Folsoms. It's Sam. Casino Royale! Domino City!
Oh my god.
This is
Bro.
awful! Renee Castley! Casino Royale
What
again!
are we
He clears it!
doing?
He clears it, thank God! He saved on Royal Flush, and he cleared with 18 seconds. God, 6 out of 16. Holy shit, Kai, come on. dude.
1 at 3 8s.
Oh my
3 8s.
1 and
Oh my
3. Kai Beckstrand, Royal Carnival, he saves. Saves again and clears.
Okay.
Phil Folsom. We still have Phil, and I don't think Sam made it. No, he did not.
Oh no.
So it is. Okay, so it's just Phil. Is Isabella gonna outdo the boys again? Royal Carnival. He beats the Claxon. Saving on
Okay.
Rolling Escargot of all things.
Carrington Andrews.
Yeah, right. You're okay. Time to find out who your women's champion's gonna be. And it's gonna be Isabella Folsom as Carrington Andrews goes for Casino Royale, saves on Twin Diamond, and fails Spring Arm. So Isabella Folsom, surprising absolutely no one, is your women's champion. I mean, it was bound to be one of the usual suspects, considering they were the only ones left. Alright.
6 more in this batch.
LCS. Jack. Okay. Luke Beckstrand. We're not even at the safety pass run yet. Casino Royale again, Twin Dia.
Oh my god.
Why? Okay, here we have the safety pass runs.
No, actually, no.
No,
we have,
not yet.
No, it's 3 more. 3 more. 3 more in
Wait,
the regular
oh
batch.
no, did I not? Wait, no, I put him in. I'm pretty sure I put the safety
No,
pass
because
runs
it's
in.
top 23 from stage 4.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
there's
because
7.
I saw it. I put the names on the sheet, and I got so scared. Yeah, I put the safety pass runners in the sheet thing. I'm just making sure.
Yeah,
Evan
yeah.
White, meanwhile. Please make the good choice here. He didn't. But he cleared it! Yes!
Oh!
Let's go!
Oh, we lucked out so hard. K-Rod
Shit.
didn't get a full clear, but he has the safety pass. See what he does. Come on. Casino Royale. Oh, no.
Oh.
No, he didn't get the safety pass.
No, wait.
No, I'm stupid.
Yeah,
he didn't.
That's later. That's
That's
after
later. I
Erdos.
keep forgetting that I didn't put it in
Yeah.
the spreadsheet, but I put it in the
Right.
competitor sheet. Anyway,
Currently, we
K-Rod's
have
out.
Currently a 40.9% clear rate.
Erados really is hoping to increase that. Oh, he doesn't. Nail Clipper Roulette. He saves and he fails on Domino City.
Okay, now we get to the safety pass.
Safety pass runs, yeah. Tom Alberti kicking off the boss clears. Royal Carnival, thank you. He cleared. He saved on rope reverse as well.
Double digits.
Yes! It took 24 runs to get there. And he owns Sarif. Royal Carnival, he saved the dungeon! No! I'm hoping to save on the Hammer Row, but he fails on dungeon. Caleb Bergstrom,
Oh,
please. Royal Carnival, rolling escargot.
wait, you didn't add the... Okay.
Wait, I did. No, that was all the safety pass runs. Because the Nerf Pass and the Burnout Pass runs are in a separate simulation.
Yeah, but weren't they supposed to go again?
Oh, you're right. I forgot to. You know what? I'll give him I'll give him another run in a separate simulation.
Yeah, let's,
Actually,
yeah, let's,
But-
yeah.
Okay, so Tom Alberti is the only one of those that made it.
Yeah, it's just.
So if Tom already fails stage 6, it's gonna be weird. But anyway, speaking of which, stage 6 in a few moments. Stage 6 is Mandrill Maze Mark 10. It is a combo stage consisting of 16 obstacles divided into 4 segments. And each segment consists of one specific type of obstacle. Floor Alpha consists of mental obstacles, color fusion, alphabet parlay, Hawkeye, and tactical parlay. Floor Beta consists of technical lower body obstacles, dome steps, snake bite, amazing road, and cannonball chaos. That caps off the time segment. Floors Alpha and Beta are timed, Gamma and Delta are not. Speaking of which, Floor Gamma consists of tech obstacles, the object tech. It starts with Vennekin's Honey Dip, directly into Eyeglass Lane. WNL 2024's Clock Hands directly into Pac-Man. Finally, Floor Delta is a burnout segment, consisting of 4 pumpy upper body obstacles. A&W is the cubes, Cannonball Climber, Mega Double Steps, and the standalone version of the Magic Ladder. And from stage, something I somehow completely forgot to mention, from stage 5 and onwards is Buzz or Bust. So no guaranteed advancements, none of that shit. 10 remain, so at the very most so far, we could have 12. Still have a few more runs left. Kicking things off, last of the ladies, it's Isabella Folsom. Snakebite.
Oh.
That will do it for the ladies.
Oh.
Back in the single-digit territory. Hans Hertz.
Yeah.
Saves once. On to the untimed segment. Saved on Snakebite in particular. Gamma. Delta. Come on. Yes!
And he clears.
We have a stage 7. Yoshiyuki Yamamoto. Jesus. Okay, he beats the Klaxon. He's on to the untimed segment. Gamma. Come on. Delta. Saving on the cubes is the ace. Mega double step.
Oh!
Another Sasuke finalist taken out of the equation on stage 6. Jun Sato. He clears with 15 and a half.
Hey.
Gamma.
Can you do better than
Saves
last week?
on Eyeglass Lane. Cannonball Climber. Another Sasuke star felled on Floor Delta.
That's better than last week, though.
Yeah,
That's better than last.
for sure. Team champion. He saves on Snakebite again and reaches the untimed segment. Gamma. Clock Hands. Still
He
at
is
1.
not the champion.
Still at 1. I don't like this. Renee Castley. He saves on Dome Steps. Beats the Klaxon though. Gamma. He always saves on Eyeglass Lane and is fouled on Pac-Man.
Oh my god.
We're still only at 1 clear. Kai Beckstrand. The most we can have by the end of the stage, I think, is 6. Or maybe 8. Including the other safety task runs that need to occur. And including the other clears, 12. But it seems pretty unlikely at this point. Come on, Kai! 15, just shy of 15 seconds. Gamma. Delta! Come on, Kai!
Delta
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
one former finalist to the next. Here comes the Folsoms. Or the other Folsom. One already ran. Phil. He saves on Snakebite. 13.6. Gamma. Eyeglass Lane! That'll do it for the Barn Burners.
Oh my god.
Evan White. He saves twice. He saves on Tactical Parlay and on Snakebite. Makes it to Gamma. Delta. Cannonball Climber.
Oh.
What is going on? We're still only at 2 clears.
Alright. Tom Alberti.
Tom Alberti. Bearing in mind, he still has the safety packs. He's gonna have to use it. Not in floor. Not in the time segment. Still got Gamma and Delta left. He saves on Pac-Man Delta!
Are you there?
Yes!
Oh,
He clears anyway.
He didn't even need it.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god, we still got a few safety runs left. Safety pass runs left, but here's your leaderboard for the moment. This shit is stacked.
Look at his top 10. Wait, oh my. Oh, wait. Okay, all right. Let's look at the top 10.
Let me get the screenshot.
Yeah, screenshot that top 10.
Yeah, I
that
screenshot
top.
the entire leaderboard and the post-simulation awards. I do that every time.
Okay.
So we have... Okay, who's guaranteed a top 10? Okay, we're gonna go over that a bit as we move on to the other safety pass runs that still need to occur. Alright, before we get to stage 7, we gotta go through the pass runs. Starting with the remaining safety pass runs from Ilion Sharif and Caleb Bergstrom. I need to put a screenshot into the chat. I'm not gonna post it, it's just gonna sit there. So it's there. What happened? Meanwhile, Ilion Sharif takes his safety pass run. Casino Royale. There it goes, Spring Arm. Caleb Bergstrom. Rail Carnival. He's got it, and a double!
Oh!
Caleb Bergstrom got himself a double. And now he takes on stage 6. That's the wrong thing. There we go. Come on, Caleb. Time segment. Saves one. Snake bite.
Oh, no!
Balls.
What a fight.
Caleb's gone. Let me grab the other post-simulation awards a bit, because there was one. And I may give the melons and caviar to someone else, depending on numbers. And now we move on to the Nerf Pass runs. Alright. I'm fucking scared. We gotta go through the burnout run. No, I said Nerf Pass runs. Jesus. Ryosuke Miyoka. Please.
Miyoka, I swear. I swear.
Saves once. Yes!
Yeah.
Okay.
He saved
Okay.
on Three Ring Circus and on Roller Coaster. He got it. Caden left
4
sack.
seconds, but that's okay.
Casino
That's okay.
Royale.
Eh,
Win diamond.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
think
God.
that means Jun Sato is guaranteed then.
Yeah.
What's-
Gavin Obi. Gavin off stage 5. Or at least for the Nerf Pass runs. Roller Carnival. Yeah!
Yeah!
Okay.
2 more in stage 6. Oh, I don't like this. What's the wrong thing in? Ryosuke Miyoka. Trying to get back to stage 7 for the first time in months. Just gotta get past Mancho Mace Mark 10 first. Oh, yes! Gamma!
There you go.
I'm ruined for these guys. Come on, dude. Gamma!
Dude, it came first to make it.
Delta!
Come on!
Yes!
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 Thank
He's
God
back
we
to
might have
6-7.
hope!
Oh my God!
Might be saved.
And we, okay. There's hope. Yes. Gavin Obi. Okay, he beat the Klaxon as well.
Good job.
I'm nervous at stage 6. Why am I nervous at stage 6? Gamma. Ah, he saved on the first move.
Oh God.
Stop. You're scaring me. Yes.
Well, you did it.
Okay, they're safe.
Okay, they're
Let's
both safe. Miyaoka, Obi. Everyone except Lebsack, pretty much.
Okay.
They already put the screenshot in the note. Okay, wait, I did.
Okay, so who else has cleared?
Okay,
We
let me
had
get these
Hertz,
two.
Beckstrand, and...
Okay, let me see. Hertz, Beckstrand, and Alberti. Along with Gavin, Obi, and Ryosuke Miyaoka. So we have 5 clears. The most we can have is 6.
What?
Alright, let's get to the last run of stages 5 and 6.
Okay.
Alright. Did I pick the right? Yes, okay. Just making sure I picked the right course. Tatsuya Tada, with the Burnout Pass, is going to cap off stages 5 and 6. We're going to have a 6th person, we're going to have just 5. Tada. He saves on the dungeon and makes it to stage 6.
Okay, 14 stage 5 clears.
The most we can have in stage 6. Sorry, the most we can have in stage 7 is 6.
Oh my gosh, 6 people on...
Tatsuya Tada taking on Mandro Maze. Oh, he doesn't beat the clocks in, but he beats the time segment.
Fine. Whatever.
Gamma. It only saves once. Pac-Man!
No!
And that'll do it for stage 5 and 6. 5 remain. A lot more than we thought. So with that, let's have a look at our clear overview. I think we can just do it right now.
Yeah.
5 athletes remain. They are as follows. Let me pull up the first screenshot. Tom Alberti, Kai Beckstrand, Hans Hertz, Ryosuke Miyaoka, and Gavin Obi. Still a fairly stacked roster, or at least what's left of it. Post-simulation awards. Lucky Melons go to Hans Hertz, Hayate Kajihara, Vance Walker, Renee, and Luke Beckstrand. Lux Melon goes to Evan White on Eyeglass Lane, point 0001. The Spare Caviar goes to Isabella Folsom. She failed on Snakebite by .0061. And what's crazy is that Caleb Bergstrom failed Snakebite by .0062. So by a 10,000th of a point, Isabella Folsom got the Spare Caviar. And the Wonderful Melon goes to, I believe, Hans Hertz on Carnival. So with that in mind, 5 remain. Stage 7 in mere moments. Stage 7 is FTL Singularity. It is an upper body gauntlet consisting of an astronomical 14 obstacles divided into 2 sections. The first is Entropy's End. The sole balance obstacle is Snake Crossing. From there on, it's just upper body. Board Meeting. A buff version of the floating boards. Maiden Voyage, Undernail levels directly into the cheese wedges, the killers of the stage. Discus Throw, and finally, Stair Hop. Then, you have the back half. It is a split decision. You have 2 paths to choose from. The first is the finger strength focused path to paradise. Rather grip strength. Widening corridor into body prop Kai. from Teeny Kubansuke and Proto Sasuke respectively. Walking Drum also from Proto Sasuke. Calum's Corner. An original obstacle, or semi-original, consisting of both versions of Brad's Corner. The elite female version with 7 ledges and a jump, directly into the elite male version with 4 ledges, a set of paddle cliffs, and a reverse grip. Hockey Pucks. That is a visual error. The Slogers only version of Slogies. And Heartbreak Almighty, consisting of 4 difficult cat grab based obstacles. Board Drop, Heartbreaker, Spider Winder, and Island of the I-Beams consecutively. That's just one path. You guys will take on that, or the dynamic focused Dive to Damnation, consisting of brutal barrels from Ultima Kunoichi into Ferox's Kaleidoscope. Crazy Shell Grab from Sasuke Nitro. Another semi-original obstacle in Double Cliffhanger Ultra. Obviously a mashup of Double Shin from Proto Sasuke and Cliffhanger Ultra from Blocksuke. It is a leftward Cliffhanger Ultra consisting of similar specs to the Shin Cliffhanger. 3 ledges, except the second ledge is slanted in the opposite direction, turning it into a paddle cliff. And it includes a crazy jump at the end. So in this case, Cliffhanger Ultra, leftward Cliffhanger Ultra, with a crazy jump into a rightward Cliffhanger Ultra. It's gonna go by really fast should someone get there. Then, you have Monster Inverter, a mashup of Monster Climb and the Inverter. Silver Corkscrew, Golden Corkscrew, but one less ring of corkscrews that you have to lachey in and out from. Finally, 9 Circles of Hell, the successor to SCOH, and one of the biggest killers of the stage. Ring Drop, Sky High, Sky Tech, Ring Drop, Sky Tech, Sky High, I'm getting confused. Spread your rings and fly in Final Ring. 5 difficult ring tech obstacles consecutively. Question of the hour. Will, by some statistical miracle, will anyone survive? 5 athletes remain to take on this behemoth of a Stage 7. Running first, he currently stands in the top 15 on the leaderboard, but damn it, he wants more. He wants to get to that final. Will the 5th time be the charm for Tom Alberti? Who kicks off tonight's Stage 7. He sits in 14th on the leaderboard. In 10 appearances, he's been to the back half 9 times. He's been in the top 10 4 times. He's been to Stage 7 4 times. I feel like this dude's kind of flown under the radar a bit, but he is apparently one of the most consistent athletes so far this year. 10 for 11 tonight, as of tonight, getting to the back half. 4 for 10 in terms of beating stages 5 and 6. But he wants more. Consistency's not enough. He wants Kanzen. Entropy's End is his next major hurdle. Starts with Snake Crossing. The only non-upper body obstacle in this stage. He's got it down. Board Meeting. Houses grip strength. Good enough. So far, at least. Maiden Voyage. He saves on the ascent! Should he beat this obstacle, his grip strength will be tested. One more socket. And then it's a date with Undernail levels. 4 files with vertical transitions between each one. He's halfway through. One more, and then it's the Cheese Wedges, one of the biggest killers of the stage. And he's bested on the second one. Great run from Tom Alberti, but he is again denied a shot at the back half and a shot at the final. But he's guaranteed top 5. We know that much. Decent start, though. We still have 4 runners left. Let's continue. 4 athletes remain. Running next is your most recent winner of A&W, as well as a former finalist of it, as well as a finalist of Omega, and as of tonight, a 10-time semi-finalist. But he wants more. Kai Beckstrand wants to become your second multi-time finalist. And damn it, we know he's capable of pulling that off. We know it's doable. Noah Munier did so last week. Kai Beckstrand sits in 12th on the leaderboard. Forgot to mention Tom Liberty's stats for some reason. 12, 21 in cash, 3 melons, 1 caviar, 49, 505 in points. As for Kai Beckstrand, 12th place, 15 appearances. He's been to the back half 9 times before tonight. I guess 10 now. As of tonight, he's been in the top 10 6 times. And he's been to stage 7 5 times. So in terms of beating stages 5 and 6, he's 50-50. And reaching stage 7. But he wants more. He knows he's capable of getting to that final. He did so 2 weeks ago. Can he do it again? Entropy's End. He's known for speed. But again, speed is anything but a factor here. He saves on the first obstacle. That is never a good sign.
Uh-oh.
You can only use so much resiliency before you are felled. Maiden Voyage. Alberti still has the best result. Vested on the second of the cheese wedges. Kai is 2 obstacles away from getting there. Undernail levels. What I've heard, he seems to be well-rounded in terms of upper body obstacles. But is it enough to get him past the cheese wedges? One more. No!
Oh my god.
He outpaced Alberti by around a second and a half. So he does have the best result at the moment. Those damn cheese wedges. Taking so many heads this year, and it's taking even more tonight. Still got 3 runs left. Let's keep going. 3 athletes remain. Running next is a former finalist of A&W, former finalist of Omega. His name is Hans Hertz. And he knows he's capable. Been close multiple times. But no luck in getting the final yet this year. But in terms of stats, he sits in 16th in 10 appearances. Sorry, in 11 appearances as of tonight. He's been to the back half 9 times. He's in the top 10 5 times. And he's been to stage 7 4 times. So he's nearly 50-50 in stages 5 and 6 consecutively. But if he wants to get to the final again, his next major hurdle is Entropy's End. Kai Beckstrand has the best result for the moment by around a second. Again, using resiliency that early is never a good sign.
Oh, come on.
And as I say that, Hans Hertz uses some of his.
Got it, got it.
What seems to be even more of it than what Kai did. Maiden Voyage.
So, yes.
Undernail levels again. Nobody's failed before this point so far.
Oh, don't say that.
2 more.
1 more.
Cheese wedges. He saves
Can
again!
Oh!
And he's got the cheese wedges down, though! Best result so far!
Finally, someone gets that.
Discus throw. No! Discus 4!
Oh, I didn't even know you could fail that.
Discus throw is so hard, though.
It's so long since someone's failed that.
Yeah. Discus throw is a 9, to be fair.
And
Is where you're laying across 5 hanging discs, and they're upright, suspended from the edge, meaning the competitor has to make a tricky grab on the upper half of the edge. So difficult. as is demonstrated by Hans Hertz. He has the best results so far by around, I want to say 4 moves. 3 or 4 moves. Around halfway through the roster, still got 2 runs left. Still a little bit of hope. See if we can maintain it. 2 athletes remain. Running next came out of absolutely nowhere in Sasuke. He was initially a tester, but in 2 attempts, he became the first victor of vertical limit burst, as well as a 2-time last man standing, as well as a former finalist. He's a 4-time last man standing of Omega and a former finalist, Ryosuke Miyaoka. And in 68 tournaments, he is one of only 3 Japanese competitors to have reached the final stage of Omega. Neither of the other 2 are here. Yusuke Morimoto, Yoshiyuki Yamamoto. They have both been felled. But Ryosuke Miyaoka, still trying to get his first best result of the era. He sits in 24th at the moment and in 13 appearances before tonight. He's been to the back half 7 times, so this is his 8th time getting there. This is his 3rd time getting to the top 10. But this is only his 2nd time reaching stage 7 this year. 2 out of 14.
Hey.
See if he can do it this time around. Still, again, if he wants to get his first best result of the era, he's got to get past the discus throw, the 4th move of discus throw at the very least. 5.5 obstacles away from pulling that off, but he's got to get through Entropy's End first. The majority of it in order to get the best result, but I don't think he's really concerned with that right now. He just wants to get to the final. Just to ensure that there's a run in the back half. We've gotten close. Board meeting. If I recall correctly, the last time he got here, he fell very early on in this stage. So this is a new best for him in this era. Undernail levels. No, he's good on grip strength, but that almost ended it. He saved consecutively! Not the first time he's done this. We saw him do it in Era 4 when he got to the final stage. Cheese wedges. Yes!
Somehow he gets a discus for us around.
He outpaced Hans Hertz. He has the best result! Stair hopper!
There you go.
Alright.
Stair hopper!
4, 5, 6.
The tall enemy, yes!
Going for that dismount. The salary man! Can you get to the back half? Yes!
Gets it.
We do have a back half run. Ryosuke Miyaoka, maybe by the end of this, maybe 1 run away from his first best result of the era and keeping that streak alive. But at the moment, he's got a decision to make. You'd think he'd go for Path to Paradise.
6.
Heaven or hell for the salaryman. His selection, Path to Paradise. And he saves on the first move! Body prop Kai! One more non-grip strength based obstacle. Walking drum. Come on. 10 drums. And then it's Caleb's corner. He's never been to this point before.
Well,
first jump! The elite male version! We know he can handle thin ledge, but can he handle paddle cliffs? Yes!
He got it.
And a reverse grab! He's got it!
Yeah!
Hockey putts! Ryosuke Miyaoka!
Hey.
3 obstacles away
Come on.
from becoming
He's insane.
your second
Slogies.
multi-time Japanese finalist. Slogies! He's on the HBA! Heartbreak
Come on.
almighty! Board drop does him in, though!
One more.
That was
You know what?
incredible! He
Dude, yeah, I
sight read
can't.
Caleb's corner.
I can't be too mad.
Like, you cannot be mad at that. Miyaoka is 1 run away from finally getting his first best result of the era. In his second time getting here. He got all the way to the last obstacle. His personal best jumped from one of the first obstacles of the stage to the last. And it almost ended multiple times. That's the second time we've seen this man save multiple times consecutively. He did it on Heartbreak Armageddon in Era 4, and he did it on Undernail levels this time around. But we still have a run left. It's not guaranteed. It's guaranteed at least silver. But he wants that best result. There's one man standing in his way, and he's standing at the start of that platform. One athlete remains. He's a national finalist of A&W, top 5 in the elite division of the last World Championships, 4-time LMS, former finalist of Omega, but you know he wants it one more time. Gavin Obi. One of the most consistent athletes this year. He sits in 4th on the leaderboard, and in 15 appearances, he's been to the back half every single time. He's been to the top 10 9 times. He's been to stage 7 8 times. Sorry, make that 9 as of tonight. 2201 in cash, 14 melons, 2 caviars, 117,955 in points. Forgot to mention everyone else's points, but it's fine. And this final or bust for Gavin Obi as we kick off the last run of this tournament. Entropy's End. It's either going to be him or Ryosuke Miyaoka who gets the best result tonight. He saves on Snake Crossing as well!
Oh my god.
Second person to do so. He saves a second time!
Oh my god.
Gavin Obi with a rough start on this stage. He's been here. This is his 9th time getting here. Will he be 0 for 9 on stage 7 this year? Undernail levels. How's his grip strength? We know he's capable of doing this. He got to the last obstacle of the stage at one point, but not tonight. Undernail levels does him in, and it's about damn time Ryosuke Miyaoka gets his first best result of 2026.
Jesus Christ.
18 tournaments in. The salaryman has his crown. But at the cost of a 3-tournament final stage streak. It's come to an end. But what a run from the salaryman. Women's champion.
Where'd everyone go?
Women's champion is... damn. Women's champion is Isabella Folsom. Chatter's champion is Jack Andrews. Best rookie for this week, Ryu Nakagawa. So we'll be seeing them at 51, 85, and 80, respectively. So with that in mind, that'll do it for a absolutely historic bloodbath of a tournament. Let's have a look at our top 10. I'm going to try to be as accurate as possible. It is Renee Castley, Evan White, Jun Sato, Yoshiyuki Yamamoto, Gavin Obi, Tom Alberti, Kai Beckstrand, Hans Hertz, Ryosuke Miyaoka. It'll be in the comments. I don't know. On behalf of Radium and Commentary, Radium and Stats, my name is Cameron Coldcloud. For everybody watching home, this has been Omega 5. Go Beyond. Fare thee well.